Hello, spooky friends, and welcome to another episode of Storytime with the Scariest Podcast.
Woo!
I'm Robin Grace, and this is Adam Diaz.
Hello.
And today, we're reading Homegrown Horrors for you guys. What are Homegrown Horrors?
Homegrown horrors are spooky, spiritual, paranormal, supernatural, sometimes coincidental, sometimes brushes with true crime stories that you folks have, or your parents, your family, your friends have that you know of, and send to us. So, Robin, if someone has a story like that out there, how can they get that story to us?
You can send them to us by going to... Wait. You can send them to us by You can send them to us by email.
Oh, man.
You can send them to us by emailing us at storytime@scariest.com. You can also reach out to us on our Facebook and our Twitter and Instagram. And you can even go to our website, because we have one of those, scariest.com. And there's a contact us page. You fill out the whole form, and it sends it to us that way. So
Indeed.
Lots of options for everyone.
And if you want to watch the Storytime episodes rather than listen to them, because these come out every Friday, we do record these live. It's Wednesday, 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time at youtube.com/scarish and twitch.tv/scarishpodcast. I see we got some new folks watching us tonight, which is pretty awesome. Akbar is also in the chat. Akbar was like super dedicated. Their semester changed their schedule. Now that they've returned, they said they need a robust woo because they're super excited. So there you go. So I'm pretty happy I could deliver on that. So for those of you who have never watched a live episode, it sounds very similar to the recorded episode that you listen to on Fridays, except it also has our stupid banter and interaction with our chat where we talk about the emails that we read, and it's a really fun time. You should try it out one of these days.
And I totally apologize if it is your first episode and that was your first intro. And
it wasn't as bad as they've been in the past. You guys, anyone who's never watched a live episode, you have no idea how bad they are sometimes, but it's always pretty funny. I've literally reset the whole thing, like, we're doing it again. So it's a good time. We hope you join us.
Yeah. This week is hopefully we get through the episode totally fine. It's a little bit of a crazy health week for us. So
Robin's sick. I have a throat thing going on right now. I'm getting over being sick. So yeah. It's been a challenging week, but hey, that will happen. So are you going to be going first, or am I going to be going first?
Let's see. What does yours look like? You can go first if you want to.
All right. So I'm going to go ahead and jump into our first email of the night or the day, depending on when you're listening to this. And the subject is childhood recurring nightmare, which just immediately for me, just pictures of Freddy Krueger flash before my eyes. So, all right. Says can read on podcast or don't. It's cool with me. We get a lot of them that sound like that. I'm hoping this isn't a repeat of something we've read before. But it starts out like this. Hello, Robin and Adam.
Hello.
Hello. I'm a listener from Spotify. I'm writing this on my phone, and I'll be honest, a bit high. I'm 28. So sorry, Adam's mom, for my writing.
You have to add in, like, I'm 28. It's fine. I'm a grown-ass person.
I'm a grown-ass adult. I can do whatever I want. This is my decision. I love your podcast. Aw, thank you. Y'all are too cute. I'm from Spokane, Washington State, right close to Idaho. Pretty sure that means that it's legal for you to be high right now. Legal cannabis here. I fucking knew it, and that was the next sentence. That's so funny. Woot woot. I actually work. That's what.
You know what's funny is during dinner we literally talked about how it's legal here in Vegas.
Yeah, Nevada, and I think January 1st you can't drug test for it anymore.
Really?
Yeah, you're not. It's the only state where you're officially not allowed to drug test people for marijuana in their system, which does not affect me at all because I totally just don't imbibe whatsoever.
Yeah. So I mean, everybody, you do you.
Yeah.
It's just not something that affects us.
I don't judge. You do you. That I just don't do me that way. So, okay, gonna get back to this. I actually work on the glass side of a cannabis dispensary. Yes, I am born and raised in Spokane, Washington. We just talked about mouth noises not being a problem or going to be an issue this episode, and Robin is smacking her lips at the delight at the delicious treat she's made for herself tonight.
Yeah, before the episode, I was like, I can make you some royal milk tea if you want, and I don't. That was a really strange, pervy person voice.
That's how you literally always sound.
But
like the creepy guy from fucking Family Guy.
I made it right before the show, and I was like, it's too hot for me to taste it. I'm just going to leave it and hope it tastes good. And so I just tasted it, and it tastes so good.
I'm very, very happy for you.
Thank you.
Also, shout out to Glitch Grim, who resubscribed for the 7th month. It says, apparently it's my subiversary. What a time. It's y'all's 2-year. Happy 2 years to you guys. Y'all keep killing it. Keep it up.
Thank you,
Glitch. We appreciate that. Also, for those of you who are watching live, I have my early Christmas gift from some folks at work, and it's this wonderful Scary-ish mug that was custom made for me.
You gotta flip it to the other side.
Hang on, let me sip from it first. That's good water.
All about the mouth
Lots
noises.
of mouth noises.
ASMR
on the other
right
side,
now.
is my name in spooky lettering, Adam. So it's actually a really thoughtful gift, and I really appreciate it. Shout out to Jill for getting this for me. All right, gonna get back to this email since no one has any idea who I'm talking about, except maybe Miranda, who's joining us for the first episode ever. So here we go. They work in a cannabis dispensary. They are born and raised in Spokane, Washington. I just watched a lot of Paula Deen in middle school and picked up her accent a bit.
That's right hilarious.
On. Either way, sorry, distractions, LOL. I think we're all on the same page with distractions for your first paragraph.
If this is your story and you're watching this or listening to this, distractions.
I know it sounds like we're all so high, but we're not.
This is just how we are.
When I first started your podcast, y'all were talking about dreams and nightmares, and bam, all of a sudden, I remembered a recurring nightmare I had regularly from probably 5 or 6 to maybe 12. Well, here it is. The dream would always start out with a boy wearing clothes from late 1800s, maybe, with a slicked side part. Got you. So he's talking about hair.
So it kind of looks like you.
I guess. It's not that slick, though.
I mean,
it's not a clean part.
Tonight my hair is atrocious.
Your hair looks wonderful.
No, it doesn't.
I would say he was probably 12 years old. He always had a ventriloquist dummy that looked exactly like him. The dummy was this child's only friend. I remember him and his friend, in quotations. Go ahead. You keep inhaling deeply.
They freak me out.
Ventriloquist dummies?
I mean, it's because I grew up on Buffy, and there's an episode where a ventriloquist dummy is in there, and everyone thinks it's the killer. It ends up not being the killer. Spoilers. If you haven't watched it, I don't care. You should have by now.
Wow.
But
how are we supposed to get into Buffy when you keep spoiling all these episodes
it's
for us?
It freaks me out, and it's disconcerting, and I don't know, ventriloquist dummies freak me out.
What I will say,
even Jeff Dunham's ventriloquist dummies.
Really, that dude, I think like 2 years running was the highest paid comic in comedy because he works like 300 of 365 days a year.
What?
Yeah, he's on the fucking grind, but he makes like tens of millions of dollars.
You think we can hire him to come and do stuff?
I mean, I'm sure we could if we had the money, but we definitely do not have the money for that. Yeah. I remember a Tales from the Crypt episode when I was a kid where this guy was like the best ventriloquist in the world, but like he was shamed because he was also like a coke addict or something like that. So he was trying to get back in the game, but his like act kept getting like too raunchy and he kept getting fired. And it's because he had a conjoined twin on his hand, and it was the dummy that he was doing. And it was like his brother who like hated being exploited the whole time. So he would purposely like just make up horrible
terrifying.
Stuff. Yeah, it was a really good episode. But after that, I was like, every time I see a ventriloquist, I'm like, that's a conjoined twin. You can't fool me. I've seen Tales from the Crypt. All right. So we were talking about a story, and I'm going to go ahead and get back to that. So this dummy is this child's only friend. I remember him and his friend are up like in a private booth, slowly walking up to the window to look down around the crowds below. As he's walking, he's talking with his friend. I cannot remember names now, so it's just boy and creepy-ass friend.
Well, all right.
Seriously, think of the main doll from Dead Silence. He always reminded me of this dream.
Did you ever watch Dead Silence?
I do remember watching it when I was younger. I have not seen it in a long time.
It's the one where if you scream, they kill you.
Oh, yeah. I totally do remember this, actually. Anyways, says, sorry, off topic again. It's like you knew it. As they were walking up to the window, the boy is talking, saying how people of this world are boring and how the world would be so much better without everyone else being in the way. It would be so much better once it's just him and his friend. Looking down from the balcony, I guess all around are different torture and death devices. Oh, and these aren't the normal ones that you see throughout history. Oh no, these were like giant cheese grater type contraptions, meat grinders, all things of this sort. There are flocks of people lined up for each quote-unquote ride, like it was the fair or an amusement park. Each man, woman, and child just stood in line like zombies, waiting for their turn. I would always wake up when I'm about to go through a giant metal grinder. The end. And then it says, ha ha ha, well, that's the horrible nightmare that haunted my dreams of my childhood. Pardon my stone writings and distractions of a short attention span. Y'all are so wonderful and always make me laugh when I listen. Well, thank you very much. I will say, when you have dreams like that, because I've had messed up dreams in my childhood, that one in particular, I feel like if you would have told a psychologist, they probably would have been worried. It's like it's really deep. It almost sounds like some poetry that someone would write, like their freshman year of college, about like your cell phone's a meat grinder and your Facebook's a cheese grater and you're just destroying your lives because you're a puppet.
What?
But like, it's definitely really disturbing that started when you're like 5 or 6. Like that seems like too much to take on as a child. So You have my empathy on that one because like messed up dreams are really hard to deal with at a very young age. So stop making your lip smacking noises every time you take a sip of that.
Sorry, it's so good. Okay. No, yeah. Dreams, nightmares are just so memorable from when you're younger.
Yeah, I totally agree.
And now I honestly don't remember a lot of the dreams and nightmares that I have now, but I definitely remember the ones I had as a kid. Like, there's one where I was a secret agent and my best friend was a secret agent. And
she was a secret Asian man. That's what I used to think the song said.
My best friend got shot. It was intense.
Wow.
But this is like when you're 10, you know? And then there was one where, a recurring one, where I used to live, it was a road that wrapped around the island, but it was like on a cliffside. And so every time I would drive on that cliffside, I would feel like I was getting sucked out of the car and I would get launched into the ocean.
Wow.
It was just absolutely terrifying.
I had dreams about going off like steep overpasses and like falling forever in the car. Those were terrifying.
Yeah.
I remember your nightmares nowadays because it's usually you waking up being like, you were a slut in my dream. And then you're mad at me. You're mad at me in real life like I did something wrong. So yeah, that's the nightmare. That's the true nightmare right there. All right, let's look over in the stream chat and see what you folks had to say. I was waiting for you to stop laughing so I could cut it really easily and have a good transition into the next story. I see there's some pretty decent chat going on over there, so that's awesome to see. Just want to shout out to Akbar for being back and being first in the chat. You were the first one in both chats to get in here. Miranda was the first episode for her. Thank you for joining us. Miranda works with me, actually. And she started listening to the podcast recently and let me know, I love your, she said, I love Robin, is what she said. And I was just like, oh, thanks. Like, appreciate that compliment for us, I guess. Actually, I'm just kidding. She was actually really nice. She said she loves the show and that she thinks you're awesome and she needs to meet you. So
thank you. All right. Let's see. Captain Fake Eye says, Robin, what color are your nails? To be honest, my nails are regular black and orange, but at the nail salon that I go to, they have these cool, like, glitter powders, and they have, like, a gold one, but the gold one, when they put it on, turned out to be, like, a copper/green. So depending on where you look at it, it's, like, holographic, kind of, which is cool, but now my nails no longer look black, and the whole point was to get them black.
They're
cute
and seasonal.
They're cute and seasonal. They're very fall. They were supposed to be Halloween, and they turned into fall nails.
The orange, though, is still straight up Halloween.
I mean, yeah, the orange is still cute. I mean, it's all cute. I don't know. Whatever. Okay.
You're all cute. 100% cute. Akbar said, I'm in my math class and have realized that I need to relearn all the old topics. For our old teachers allowed calculators, our new one doesn't. I can't stand that, dude, because when you're out in the real world doing your actual job, you need to use a calculator. And if you're like, don't worry, I got taught the long way in school, they'll probably fire you on the spot. You need to be trained to use the device you're going to use in your job. And when people are like, nope, can't use it, it's like, you're a little bit of an idiot. I cannot stand that shit.
Yeah, I was not allowed to use a calculator all the way up until Calc 3. And then now that I'm in all my engineering classes, we have to use a calculator or it's not going to work out. So I totally know your pain. I don't know why they have us do that. I'm sure it's something where you need to learn the fundamentals, you know?
I hate it.
But
cannot stand that mindset.
You can do it.
100% disagree with it. We got some other stuff in this chat that you were not privy to because you didn't have your thing set up before the chat started. Glitchgrim was first over in Twitch and said, woo. Valley Girl said, hey, spooky friends. Hal Lustier said, I can't believe I'm actually on time for a stream.
Oh, welcome.
I can speak for everyone here and say we're super proud of you. Thank you for joining us.
Let's see. Captain Fake Eye says, today I learned 28 is a grown-ass adult. I'm 29 and I don't feel like a grown-up. It's okay. I just turned 30 and I feel like I'm already tossing around in my grave. No.
I'm 34 and I don't feel like a grown-ass adult. I'm really good at pretending, though, I feel like at this point, though.
So for me, I just turned 30, right? And as soon as I turned 30, the next day, I'm in pain. You know what I mean? The next day, I wake up in such horrible, horrible pain. And I'm like, this is what 30 feels like. What is this?
You're not going to go into detail on the pain?
Oh, no. We slept on an air mattress. And
That wasn't the day.
Oh, it wasn't?
Nope. Your legs cramped.
Oh, yeah.
That's what you were in pain for.
Oh, that was the first thing that happened. So the first thing that happened is all I did was try to cross my legs, and then my legs cramped so bad I wanted to cry. Oh, my God, that was horrible. And then the next day is when we slept on the air mattress. And because
that messed up her back.
And that messed up my back because I keep rolling into Adam, and it's just an impossible thing.
I'm heavy, so it
It's
makes
because-
it so whoever
yeah.
sleeps on an air mattress
Yeah,
with me
it rolls down.
towards me, and I feel bad about it because it's kind of my fault. All right, getting back to the chat, Miranda says, "Bummer, I'm not good at math." Vivian says, "Hiya, what up, Vivian? Thank you for joining us." Aries says, "Hello." Yesenia says, "Math sucks. I never could get anything right no matter how well I paid attention to the lesson. Honestly, like, I was really good at math as long as I showed up. And it's a talent that I have for it, and I wound up going the opposite direction, and I went with writing instead, because math is a lot more work. And it's not as, like, freestyle. There's always a correct answer, and something about that just didn't speak to me. Yep. Wicca indeed."
Let's see. Valley Grill says, "Milk tea is my jam." Beep, beep, beep. The Snark says, "Happy 2-year anniversary." Thank you. I cannot believe we've been doing this for 2 years.
Not there yet, because there's 52 weeks in a year, which means that episode 104 is our 2-year anniversary. So send in questions. I know we talked to you guys on Storytime, but we're going to have episode 104. It will be our 2-year anniversary episode. We're going to hit a milestone before that I'm super excited about.
It?
I've told you about it before, and I don't want to spoil it to our listeners. It's the amount of listens that we've had. And it's a big number, and I'm really happy about it. So I want to talk about that on the episode, and then any questions that you folks had about us doing this, and then the experience, or just anything you really want to ask. So you can tweet at us, you can email them to us, you can go to the Discord. I made a channel for that, for dropping in questions. Some people have already been sending stuff in, but I'm really excited for episode 104.
Cool.
So,
anything else?
Yeah, I got a bunch more, actually.
Oh, okay. I was just going to say, I was going to read my stuff. I didn't know if you had anything else to say
about
about
no, not about that.
Okay, so Laura Ann says, "I need a Scary-ish mug." If you are in need of a Scary-ish mug, if you go down to the description below our Twitch channel, maybe even, I don't think it's actually in the YouTube channel, but it's definitely in the Twitch channel. There is a little Streamlabs store there, and there is exclusive merchandise you'll find on the Streamlabs store that you cannot find.
The vomiting rainbow design.
Yeah, and the headphones design.
Yes. The other designs are over on Teespring.
There are, the main designs are over on Teespring, but there are exclusive ones that you can find on the Streamlabs store. So if you guys go into the description, there's mugs, pillows, stuff like that down there. You guys can check that out. And I mean, there's lots of mugs. We have lots of mugs. Choose your destiny.
Indeed, I love them all. Miranda said, "I'm so excited. First time watching a live view. Woo!" And Vivian said, "Oh my God, welcome." At least that's how I think you said it. Yesenia says, "I was pretty good at geometry, some algebra. A lot of folks saying yay, a lot of folks saying woo." I'm going to keep scrolling a little bit here. Vivian says, "How do y'all always look so suave?" It's an accident, and I think it's just the camera, because it's definitely not that.
Yeah, because I feel like I look like Gollum today. So
you don't. That's a lie.
I feel like I should be hunched over like, "My precious."
Precious. Can't do any voices.
So
anymore.
Captain Fake Eye says, "I just need to hold it together until my wedding in April, and then I'm going to let myself completely go. He can't leave me after that."
Nice. Brittany says, "Hello.
Genius.
Man, do I need this today. Been terribly stressed deciding between staying at my current job or switching to a new place." Man, that sounds really familiar with a lot of people that I know. And I think that's just a constant thing you're going to go through in life. Shout out to Sacred Infinity, who just resubscribed for the 8th month.
Thank you so
the
much.
The message that you put on there that is deeply personal is hello.
Hello.
Hello, Sacred. What up, dog? Hope you're doing well, man. Aries says, "This is like my 3rd live episode. Very happy I was able to make it." Well,
Thank
we're
you.
happy you made it.
Laura Ann says, "I hate dummies, dolls, etc." Glitch says he totally remembers that episode of Buffy. Or, well, maybe it could be Buffy, or it could be the Tales from the Crypt one you're talking about.
I think it's probably both, knowing Glitch. Miranda said, "I listened for the last 3 days straight. #addicted. Nice. I hope it's good content. I really think it is." Yesenia says, "Just a random thought. Adam and Robin, if and when you guys have babies, they will be blessed with some magnificent hair. I'm envious of your non-existent child's hair." Let's hope so, man.
I
Fingers
hope so,
crossed.
because I feel like your hair is super curly. I mean, you got
I need to lean this way.
You got some curly stuff going on. It waves. Oh man, you got a lot of white hairs up there.
I do. She even plucked out a bunch of them when we were on vacation, and there's still a lot up there.
Let's see. Glitch says, "Is that an Overwatch 2 thermos?" It is.
Some solid merch from BlizzCon this year.
Yeah.
Truth be told, a lot of the merch sucked.
A lot of it
some
was
of the
bad.
merch was badass, and it got sold out like that.
Yeah,
I was super disappointed.
There's still a Diablo 4 jacket that I really, really, really want.
The World of Warcraft jacket,
but
that
I
was
can't afford
black with this beautiful bright orange that was like layered, almost like it was rolled. It was like a Ragnaros jacket, and the zipper was Ragnaros's hammer. And like by the time I like tried it on to see if it would fit, and I was like, "This will totally fit." All the sizes that I could have fit into, whether it be too big, just right, or maybe I'll lose a little weight, were all sold out, and I'm super bummed about it. But hey, I'm sure they'll bring it back at some point. Vivian asked about Shia LaBeouf. No, we haven't watched it yet.
No.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, at BlizzCon, dude, I mean, I wanted more Overwatch World Cup stuff.
Yeah.
And they had
USA
no World Cup stuff.
freaking won. We were there when they beat South Korea. And I don't know if you know anything about esports, but South Korea always dominates.
South Korea's won 3 times in a row.
They always dominate esports. It's always a big thing if anyone else but South Korea can beat them. And South Korea got beaten by the USA in the prelims, in the semifinals, and then Team USA went on to the finals and just dominated and won their first gold medal. It was super awesome. We are aware of the controversy with Blizzard at the beginning of the show at BlizzCon before anything else. The president came out and addressed it. There were so many people in the Stand with Hong Kong shirts. There were protesters out front handing out free shirts and signs. And I thought for sure they were going to throw people out.
But they didn't.
They did not. They let everyone stay in there and say what they had to say and represent what they wanted to represent, which I thought was super cool. So I was happy to see that because I was this is the first BlizzCon that I considered not going to since I've been able to go to them. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So Robin was not as adamant about that. She was like, look, there's only so much I can do as a human being with the power that I have. And I'm like, I get that. I feel like I should be wearing this t-shirt and maybe be getting thrown out. And then they wound up not throwing anyone out. So it was pretty cool.
Let's see. Valley Grill said, had a lot of quicksand dreams as a kid. I always died the second I touched it.
It's not how quicksand works, though. You gotta sink first.
It's a dream. You can do whatever you want.
Poison quicksand.
The Snark says, they used to call me Secret Gasian Man.
Wow. That's awesome.
It got old so fast. Now that I'm 30, I'm going to reclaim it.
You should reclaim it. I thought they called it as a term of
yours.
endearment. Own that shit.
Yeah.
Vivian said, do any of you watch Markiplier? Never heard of Markiplier.
I've heard of Markiplier. He's very, very famous. Very famous in the YouTube streaming community.
Really?
Yes. And I just don't watch him. It's not my thing.
Ghost said, wow, just got here, but this ish scary. Well played.
Nice.
Indeed.
Sorry, I'm scrolling through. Captain Fake Eye says, I totally have had that dream where my partner was cheating on me. I definitely got mad at him in real life. It's hard not to, because you're just like, you stupid slut.
SmileBig321 says, my dog has pants on. Now, I'm not sure if you're trying to troll, and I don't think you are, but I really want to know more. Like, what kind of dog? Is the dog wearing pants like on the back 2 paws? Or is it like the front 2 and it's been cut up? Or is it like 4-legged dog pants? Like, I have many questions. Let us know what breed your dog is. And fill us in on all these questions that I have.
Let's see. The Snark says, you'll always have a calculator. They lie to you. Captain Fake Eye says, well, I want to laugh at my 8th grade math teacher now and wave my iPhone in his face. You won't be walking around every day with a calculator.
Wow. So many teachers used to say that. Vivian says, when the email said slicked side part, the only thing I can think of is how that guy from the Black Eyed Children episode described the creepy kid as a suave 11-year-old boy. That was so weird, right? Yesenia says, I want to start keeping a dream journal. I know a lot of folks who have dream journals, and I might make fun of them for it, but I kind of wish I had one too. Yesenia says, I haven't had a dream in a couple of weeks, though, at least not that I can remember. So that's really weird.
Sometimes I think it's better not to dream because I have a deeper sleep.
Yeah. You feel more rested.
Right.
But sometimes you blink your eyes and you're awake because you didn't dream, and it's horrible. Just Rocks 1 says, guys, do research on the Hat Man. I've never heard of the Hat Man.
I've never heard of him.
So I will do research on the Hat Man. And if it sounds awesome, maybe I'll cover the Hat Man for the next episode. Although, we might have a special guest next episode.
Oh, nice.
A returning special guest next episode.
Oh, okay. Sorry. We discussed this.
We did discuss this. We
Okay.
got to follow up with him and see if it's going to happen. So we shall see.
Captain Fake Eye says, Adam's Valley Girl accent. It's actually how I talk.
Oh, really? That's awesome.
What is your Valley Girl accent?
I don't know if I can do it right now. It's like I hate being put on the spot. It's like, oh my God, I lit the wrong end of a cigarette. This song's about me.
That's
my
just
Valley
white girl wasted.
My Valley
voice.
Girl and my White Girl Wasted are all pretty similar. So Yesenia also said, Robin, how was your birthday?
It was good. We went to BlizzCon to get our tickets and stuff like that and pick up our statues, and that took a little while. And then we went to Disney for the last 3 hours of the night, had dinner at Blue Bayou. It was cool.
It was awesome. It was
then,
delicious, and it was expensive.
And then we got to ride a few rides. before the night was
We got
over.
to ride the Falcon. We were both pilots.
It was
We
great.
did a really good job.
We did so good.
We're good at that. Our crew kind of sucked, but yeah, we fucking rocked that shit.
Yeah, because we
need a spooky friend meetup with at least 4 other spooky friends at Disney.
so we can ride the Galaxy.
So we can all just go on the Falcon.
Smuggler's Run.
Smuggler's Run. You get on the Millennium Falcon and you kick ass. Miranda says, I do the same thing to my husband. I dream about him and will wake up pissed as hell at him. And he says, what the hell do you think I did in your dream, crazy lady? But I'm usually still mad.
It's like that episode of Friends where Phoebe is mad at Ross the whole entire time. And Ross is like, why are you mad at me? And she goes like, because you called me boring. And he's like, when did I ever call you boring? And then she says all these things that are obviously not real. And she's like, oh, okay. It was a dream.
That's so funny. Akbar, not really. Akbar said, our old teacher had the same mentality as Adam. Our new one says, you will get used to using one, so you should use it. It's so annoying. Miranda says, happy belated birthday, beautiful.
Thank you.
It's a lot of bees.
Laura Ann says, I subscribed through Prime and it doesn't look like it worked.
Bastards.
Yeah, I don't know why. It's so annoying.
So if you subscribe, it should bring up something in your chat that says, would you like to share that you subscribed? So it might have worked, but it didn't pop up the alert. Miranda says, Adam, did you show her the bowl? The bowl, in fact, is right over there. I couldn't prop it up enough so it would actually show off what it says. You got to tilt it up a little bit. But it says it's all just a bunch of hocus pocus.
Yeah, it's super duper cute.
We're trying to figure out a way to set it up, but we had limited amounts of time tonight. But I definitely did show her the bowl. So thank you.
Let's see. Glitch says the hype is real. Diablo 4 is going to be life consuming.
It was so good.
It was
so much fun.
Really good.
I know it's an early demo, but it's
gorgeous.
Freaking awesome.
The abilities look fucking sweet.
It was kind of cool because everything I used to build my PC rig. Shout out to Aries22 who just subscribed.
Thank
for
you
the
so
5th
much.
Month using Amazon Prime. But the build I used for my computer, I used like MSI parts because MSI makes Republica Gamer stuff. I had a Republica Gamer motherboard. I have a NVIDIA card. I have a Corsair case. They were all there at Blizzard, and all the PCs that all the demos were running on looked so similar to the PC I just built. And I was like, hell yeah, dude. If Blizzard's using it, then I made a pretty good
There
rig.
was also a Diablo tower that looked like the outside of the church.
It was badass.
Yeah.
You wouldn't know it was a computer unless someone told you because it was surrounded by other computers. But it would just look like Sanctuary's like chapel or whatever. Yeah, that was badass. Aries says, I forgot how delayed the chat is. Aries says, dude, my ex-boyfriend's leg cramped in the middle of the night once, and we were only 23. Cramps just start to get worse.
Cramps just
drink water.
Happen. Yeah, when you're dehydrated. Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna read.
All right, I'm not caught up yet, but I'll let you read. The last one I'm gonna read is Yesenia saying, I'm on the same boat, Robin. I'm falling apart, and I'm only 4 months away from 30. Crying face. So sometimes it happens. It just means you need to take care of yourself.
My first shift back at work, everyone was just like, hey, 30. I'm like, oh my God.
By take care of yourself, I mean just regularly scheduled maintenance, how you take your car in for like an oil change. I'm not saying like you need to be super fit. Obviously, I'm not super fit. But I do wish there were certain things I did more like, I don't know, stretch or take the stairs.
I just want to run more. I think I want to do more cardio because
we get some cardio in. What?
Stop.
We walk around Disney all the time.
That's not what you or wink meant.
We did like 50,000 steps. You saw no wink. It was on this side of my face. All right, let's get to the next email before I get murdered.
All right, so this next email is from Ronnie. And it goes, hello, lovelies. Hello. You're lovely. I know you've been feeling a weird feeling that your life was empty recently. It was because I wasn't in it. Just kidding.
Wow.
That's pretty cute. My name's Ronnie. I have she, her pronouns. But anyways, now I just am going to praise you guys for your awesome podcast like everyone does before their stories. Thank you.
What's so nice is that you guys do this and then you share such deeply personal stuff with us. And we sincerely appreciate the second one more than the first one because it takes more for you guys to tell us about yourself than to say nice things about us. However, we really do appreciate the nice things you say about us.
Sometimes it's really
nice.
hard for us to pick ourselves up and get motivated to want to do stuff. And when we hear really nice, when we read really nice things and see how much you folks appreciate it and how much fun you folks have with it, it makes us go, okay, well, we have to find a good topic this week.
There's a lot of times where we're like exhausted and we're just like, but people are depending on this episode to come out. So let's like get our asses in gear. So thank you.
All right. So Basically, you guys are amazing people and always seem to make me laugh. I found the pod on Spotify.
Shout out Spotify.
That's literally in the email. And I swear I used all my parents' data. Hashtag 16 and alone forever.
Wow.
Basically, I stopped listening around episode 40 just because I do theater and I was learning French, but I have caught up to Storytime 64, I think.
Nice.
Now that I'm done with that, I will get into my story. Once upon a time...
I can't get my ears to pop, so if anyone hears weird jaw noises or sees weird facial expressions, that's what I'm trying to do. My cold is just driving me crazy right now.
You want me to punch it? Maybe?
No, okay. Please don't punch it. My ears. How are you going to punch both of my ears at the same time?
Pop them.
Are you going to like do the slapping hands thing? Like the
yeah,
Jean-Claude Van Damme thing where you're like, ah! And you slap your hands on both sides of your ears.
All I see is dirt in his face. Like, ah!
That scene is so ridiculous. From Bloodsport where the guy throws fucking dirt in his eyes and he screams for like 45 minutes. I'm pretty sure half of the movie Bloodsport is Jean-Claude Van Damme screaming with his eyes open like he's blind. Until he calms down and does his I'm calming down screams. You're like, ah. Okay, sorry.
What?
That scene is so fucking ridiculous. If you've never seen Bloodsport,
just look up that
watch
scene.
The final fight when he gets shit thrown in his eyes, and it's just the funniest. I wish I could see it on loop for the rest of my life. It's so funny.
You wouldn't. You'd be so sick of it.
I know it'd be someone else's personal hell, but I'm pretty sure I would just die laughing. So
okay, so once upon a time on a dark and stormy night.
Wow. Just
kidding. So one day I was in my room with my girlfriend. We were, studying. Get
nice.
your mind out of the gutter. Lol. All my dogs were in the room with us. If I'm not too lazy, there should be pictures below.
It appears you were too lazy or they just didn't come through. However,
okay.
I will search for them.
Okay. And out of nowhere, they all start barking at the corner of the room. My girlfriend, I'll call her A, not like Pretty Little Liars. So A said, "God damn it, the ghost of Hitler's going to kill us."
What?
So random. So I responded with, "Shut the fuck up and keep reading," while I stood up and let my dogs out. That was the first major experience that I had in my room. The next experience I had was when I was home alone. Did a bunch of people try to break in and then you had to set up traps? And
wow. Was Joe Pesci trying to get in there? Did you get left behind when your family went to... I don't know where they went in the first one. New York's the second.
No, that's the second one.
He gets sent to New York in the second one.
Is it Florida?
This so doesn't matter. Let's get back to this email. Hashtag Home Alone sucks.
What?
Yes, I said it. It had to be said. That movie sucks. Those guys would be dead or they would have murdered that kid.
Oh, yeah. That guy, though they both would have been dead for sure.
Watch Goodfellas or watch Casino, even better, and then watch Home Alone and tell me Joe Pesci doesn't rip that kid into two pieces and just hurl him off into the sunset.
I mean, it's older Joe Pesci.
It's Joe Pesci, like, really legitimately right around the time he made Casino, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm going to have to check some dates on that, but I'll let you get back to this email.
Anyway, I was on my couch watching something that I am too lazy to remember, but I do remember shouting random things at the TV. I got up to go get something to eat. I probably grabbed something that's going to make me more fat, but oh well.
Shit happens, man.
I leave the kitchen, and when I get back to the living room... And once I get comfortable, I hear the sound of glass shattering.
Oh my God. That's a scary sound no matter what.
I sit there for about 20 seconds debating if it was worth it to get up and decide, fuck it. So I got up, grabbed the TV remote. Okay. I grabbed the TV remote and started walking towards the kitchen. Saying...
So 3M3R5ON. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to say Emerson. Had just gifted a sub, a tier 1 sub to Nate and C.
Oh,
and that brings
nice.
Nate and C up to 9 months. Thank you so much. We appreciate that. I found the pictures of the doggos, by the way, over here. And they are absolutely adorable.
I love dogs. I love cats. I love animals.
Hashtag Omen Babies. Send us your own.
I have never held a guinea pig.
You never held a guinea pig?
I really want to.
Have you ever held a hamster?
No.
It's like a hamster, but bigger. So, have you ever held a mouse?
Yeah.
It's like a mouse, but bigger. Not as squirmy as a mouse, though. Guinea pigs are fatter.
But guinea pigs are like this, right? Like big,
yeah, they're
little buns.
They're like burritos.
Little sub sandwiches.
They're like burritos. Like same dimensions and flavor of a burrito.
Flavor?
Yeah. They have guacamole inside of them. You have to,
oh my God.
when you go to the pet store, you have to be like, hold the guacamole on this guinea pig.
Oh my gosh. I totally want to get a guinea pig and name it like sour cream or something.
If you get a guinea pig, I don't want anything to do with that creature. They're so annoying to take care of, and they make noises just like our corgi when she's whining.
Okay, anyway, so TV remote, walking towards the kitchen, and I say, I'm armed, so don't mess with me. Although I had a couple more curse words in it, trying to keep it PG. I get to the kitchen and see that the salt glass was knocked over. Now, it doesn't sound creepy, but you would have to lean over the counter and slap it for it to go as far as it did. So, salt glass. What is a salt glass?
Like a salt shaker, maybe?
No, I think it's more like the container, like the big container that the salt goes in, maybe?
That could be.
Salt glass. I don't know. Let us know. Now, because this email is getting long, so expect a part 2 later on, but until then, I'll tell you my creepiest experience. So, here it is. It was the middle of the night, and I was just chilling in my loft bed, reading Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix, the fifth one with the pink toad.
Nice.
Pink toad. Order of the Phoenix to me is just the blue cover. I don't know. Okay.
It's just a movie to me. I've never read the books. So.
Oh, okay.
It's like Gary Oldman. Nice.
Okay. So, loft bed, reading Harry
Dumbledore
Potter.
and Voldemort have the duel at the end. Nice. That scene is amazing. I don't care what anyone says. I love that scene. Nice.
Loft bed, reading Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. Life was good. When all of a sudden, I feel a weight right next to me. It's probably Adam, and you're going to roll into him.
Wow.
And
that's shitty. For those of you who are listening and not watching, Robin, in the break between emails, talked about how we slept in an air mattress. And because I'm such a fat piece of shit, she kept rolling towards me, and she slept twisted up like a pretzel, and it messed up her back. And she's blaming that on me and not the fact that she's 30. And when you turn 30, your back just goes out on you. It's a rule.
Anyway. Oh, shit. I forgot where it was.
I hate you so much.
Blah, 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 blah,
Listen,
blah.
Adam's sleeping next to you because he's so fat. If he sits on one bed, they all depress.
Okay, so...
Fuck you.
Okay, so I feel a weight right next to me and a shiver goes down my spine. I play it off as nothing, but the weight seems to keep getting heavier.
You say a word, I swear I'm walking out. I'll walk out on this podcast.
Eventually, I slam the book closed. Eventually, I get so scared, I resort to my sarcasm mechanism and say, "Not today, Satan!" As expected, that didn't work. So eventually, I slam my book closed and start swinging it through the air, screaming at this invisible whatever.
This was been amazing to see.
Until my mother runs in the room shouting, "Shut the fuck up, I have to go to work in the morning." Then she slammed the door. I sat there for about 10 minutes talking to this thing / myself. Eventually, I tell it goodnight and go to sleep with the odd feeling of being watched.
That's creepy.
Yeah.
I like that you say / myself, like, just in case there was nothing there.
I can't imagine having this feeling of you being watched, but then you're like, I'm going to go to sleep.
I would totally sleep with one eye open, gripping my pillow tight.
I fucking knew it. Anyway, thanks for listening to my story again. Expect a part 2 soon, or not. Again, I might get lazy. But guess what? I posted the pictures of my dogs. There are 3, the big brown one. That sounds like he's a turd. He is actually my dog. So his name is Scoby. He is a pit bull boxer mix and a big baby.
Is it Scoby or Scooby?
It says Scoby.
Scoby Doby Do, where are you?
So gonna be 8 this January. The white one is stepdad's dog. His name is Nardole.
Shout out to Laura N588 who just resubscribed with Prime for the 5th month. The message they sent was, "Oh hey, did it." Thank you for doing it.
Oh, nice. You. It worked. All right. Talk about dogs. Oh, they named 2 of the dogs after Doctor Who characters. So Nardole and Strax. That's cute.
Nice.
Doggo. Thanks for reading this, and thank you to Adam's mom if she still edits these. Again, I'm not caught up yet. Thanks for editing my mistakes. I triple checked before I sent this in, so I hope there weren't too many. Thank you. And in case this is read at the end of the pod, keep on creeping on, and we'll see you next time. That's cute.
We would have totally signed out with that if we would have known that's how it ended.
Yeah.
It's pretty awesome. But yeah, she still does edit those. It's really, really good. I will say that I definitely know what it's like to feel like you're being watched by something, even though you're completely alone. So you're definitely not crazy about that. I'm not saying that you were right. You could be crazy. But it is a common thing, I think, with people who get creeped out a little bit. So yeah, I 100% understand that.
Nice.
Cool. I guess
I'm sorry. All I have in my head right now.
I thought you were going to contribute.
All I have in my head is that stupid song.
Scooby-Doo.
Sleep with one eye open.
Oh, that song.
Yeah. I love that song. It's so good. But yeah, no, stuck in my head.
All right. Let's look over into stream chat. I'll have to click down on all these adorable doggos. Oh my God. My cold is killing me right now. It's fucking horrible. So, why do you keep staring at me? I said, let's look into our chat, and you're just like,
I'm just looking at you. And I know it looks weird how I'm looking at you. It's just I can't really turn my head. I got to turn my whole body.
wow. Or you can just look straight ahead and read your chat like a non-creep.
All right.
All I do like it when you look at me. Oh my God, it's so sweet.
Glitch says, OMG, I need to see that Diablo tower. The Snark says, I need that laptop. Captain Fake Eye says, oh shoot, y'all were in Anaheim for BlizzCon, my old stomping grounds.
Nice. Vivian says not to, brag or anything, but I'm a young spry bean, but I get cramps anyways, so beat that.
A young spry bean.
That's funny.
Emerson says, things I will never say. I want to do more cardio.
Yesenia says, I literally have knee pain, back pain, elbow pain, and carpal tunnel. Yeah, I can relate to that, except for carpal tunnel, knock on wood, I hope I never get it. Brittany says, Robin, you always look amazing, which is totally true.
Thank you.
Dre says, hola, usually watch on Twitch, but thought I'd give YouTube a try. Right on. Thank you for joining the YouTube fam.
Captain Fake Eye says, I ate my Trader Joe's bag salad today and feel good about myself.
Nice.
I had the spicy chicken sandwich from Popeyes.
Go fuck yourself. Did you wait for 45 minutes to get it?
I waited for 30 minutes,
oh
but yeah.
my God.
It was the juiciest chicken sandwich I have ever had in my entire life.
My head shaking is out of pure jealousy.
It was so stinking good. Like, what? I was so surprised.
Well, clearly I need to go get one tomorrow, so I'm sure I can just stay away from work for that long. Vivian says, yes, Adam, that's exactly how I said it, and yes, I said it out loud. Finger guns. Pew, pew. Miranda says, I'm laughing out loud, and my husband said from across the room, you're cute. Scarish makes relationships grow stronger.
That's
Such
really romantic.
Good night. Might enjoy my Thursday, maybe. Right on.
Glitch says, I saw a salad on Facebook. Does that count?
That
That's
should
how I
count.
feel. I'm seriously, I've had, what did I have today? I had a coffee. I had that pumpkin spice cold brew from Starbucks this morning.
It's like a workout right
and
there.
then for lunch, I had that sandwich from Popeyes. And then I came home and had a slice of Uncle Tetsu's cheesecake.
Tetsu.
And then we had sushi from Smith's. So I haven't had the most healthy of days. But, I mean, it wasn't so bad.
No, it's not terrible. Ari said the Diablo 4 trailer gave me goosebumps, and I've never even played it. It was a really creepy trailer. They had shit all over the BlizzCon that said, like, trailers in the opening ceremony might not be appropriate for younger viewers, and they recommended anyone with children go to, like...
a theater.
A theater in the, like, not the basement, but in the lower level, so that they didn't have to watch it. Just Rocks 1 has just followed us over there on Twitch. So thank you for switching over to Twitch and following us there as well.
Adam had asked me, too. Adam was literally like, hey, what do you think's going to be the first thing they show this year? And I just leaned over and I was like, Diablo.
As soon as she said that, boom, it cut to the fucking screen and it shows the symbol for Diablo. And I was like, damn, she's good.
Called it. Oh man, I knew they had to make up for Immortal last year.
Oh yeah. They shit the bed hard last year.
So this year they just had to pull out all the stops and give us the good.
Hey man, I still love the fact they announced Warcraft 3 Reforged. And I can download it. I forgot about that. Damn me.
And Hearthstone Battlegrounds.
That is awesome.
Beta.
Vivian said, Ferda. Vivian said,
we
so many people were quoting
Letterkenny.
Kenny.
All weekend we kept saying Ferda, and then you'd hear someone else go, Ferda.
Someone else that you don't even know. Vivian says, question of the week, what is the smallest thing you have ever felt guilty about? When I was a kid, it was like 5th grade, I went to a birthday party for, I can't remember who it was, but it was at Celebration Station, which is some place from back where I'm from. I don't know if they exist anywhere else. It's like a Chuck E. Cheese. And you get tickets and everything, and you can cash them in for stuff. Some guy came, refilled the ticket spool, and he didn't lock it up. He just kind of like left it open. And me and my brothers reached in there and grabbed the fucking spool, the brand new thing of like 5,000 tickets off the thing. And we just walked away and we split them. So I had like 2,500 tickets and I could basically get whatever I wanted. And I felt so goddamn guilty about it. I thought for sure like someone saw me, and even if not, I should say something. And I wound up buying a bunch of stuff. I bought like a gumball machine and some other stuff. And we got home and I felt so guilty. I gave all my shit to my brother, who had no problem stealing those tickets and buying all that shit. Raul says, Alliance or Horde? Alliance. I'm Alliance.
I mean, I can't say that. I don't know. I I'm Alliance.
I'm Alliance. It doesn't mean I'm proud of it, but I'm Alliance.
What?
I am actually really proud of it. I just hate a lot of the Alliance players that I've been like in guilds with before because they suck.
I don't think the guild members that I was with sucked. I think they were very like, oh, you broke up with said person, we're kicking you out of the fucking guild.
And those guys were douchebags.
Yeah.
Aries says, sign up for a 5K if you want to do more cardio. Great way to force yourself to train a little bit. A little, but not too much because kids can literally do it. 5Ks aren't bad. You can walk a 5K.
I want to do a Disney 5K.
I don't. Didn't someone die at the Disney 5K?
No.
Pretty sure. Vivian says, Adam, hate to break it to you, buddy, but you suck at winking and it was more of a double squint. I'm actually really good at winking. I just wanted her to see it. All right. Scrolling a little bit more, Akbar says, my new uniform is a decent blazer and it makes me feel so sexy. I'm glad. You should feel sexy in your new uniform. And if it has a blazer, that's pretty solid.
Good night, Captain Fake Guy. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for joining us.
Let's see. The Snark says Jollibee needs to do a chicken sandwich now.
Yeah.
I had Jollibee yesterday. I love Jollibee.
Aries says, it's a different character in Home Alone, though. It's acting, Adam. No, it's the same goddamn character. It's Joe Pesci. Joe Pesci plays Joe Pesci on every movie set he's on.
Let's see. Albrain says, we need a Jollibee in Sydney. Make it happen. Do like hashtag Jollibee Sydney or Jollibee Australia or something. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Make it happen.
Miranda said, Anthony said, it's a freaking movie, Adam, and it's a bad one. Home Alone sucks.
I love...
Really? You're going to get sad because I said Home Alone sucks?
I love Home Alone. My younger sister and I seriously watched the Home Alone movies so much.
I'll quote Home Alone sometimes, and you guys never get it.
What?
I'm pretty sure I've said Merry Christmas, you filthy animal to you a bunch of times.
That's not just from Home Alone, though.
It's clearly me quoting Home Alone and not the black and white movie
Why not?
that he's quoting. Why the hell would I quote that? I'm clearly quoting Kevin McAllister in Home Alone. God. I relate more to Kevin McAllister than most people know because Kevin McAllister likes cheese pizza. So they order a cheese pizza for Kevin, and his whole fucking family eats the cheese pizza before he even gets a slice. And that same shit used to happen to me. I've talked about it on the podcast before. We get one cheese, one sausage and mushroom. I'd come downstairs. Everyone had eaten the cheese pizza. There's barely anything for me, maybe one slice. And I'm like, if you guys like sausage and mushrooms so goddamn much, why don't you eat that when it gets here? And they're like, too bad, huh? Swear to God, as soon as they invented stuffed crust pizza and they did that shit to me, I would take the pizza cutter, I'd decapitate all the pieces of pizza, I'd take all the stuffed crust, and I'd go upstairs and eat them all because that's how I fucking roll. Just saying, I straight up, when I saw that movie, I was like, same, Kevin.
Oh my God. Okay. Jess Rocks 1 says, how do I subscribe? So when it comes to Twitch and Prime, you can go to twitch.amazon.com, I'm pretty sure, and you can link your what is this website? You can link your Twitch account with your Amazon account. So once you link them together, then you have Twitch Prime, and with Twitch Prime, you get free subscriptions, and you'd subscribe on Twitch.
One free subscription.
One free subscription every 30 days. And you can pretty much just go to whatever channel, and when you click subscribe, it'll automatically show your free subscription thing there through that thing.
Cool. Ari says, my sister, in all caps, my sister ate a guinea pig in Peru. They eat them there. Do they taste like burritos? Was I correct when I said that? Vivian said, I think one of the scariest sounds is hearing people yelling / arguing, then a crash, and then dead silence, because you're like, oh shit, someone definitely just got murdered. I've totally heard that before. I had thin walls in one of my apartments when I was younger, and I would hear this guy and his girlfriend constantly screaming at each other, and like, most of the time it was about her fucking other dudes.
What?
And I'd just be like sitting there like, I clearly need to meet this guy's girlfriend. And like there was one day where he was just screaming, and then you just hear shattering and then dead silence, and he just goes, I don't even know what I just broke. And I just started howling with laughter because it was so funny. And then after that, they stopped arguing completely because they realized I could hear them. It was amazing.
Miss Deezy said we should do the Vegas Spartan race. I will die.
No.
I will die at the Spartan race. I know really fit people that do the Spartan race, and I will die.
Yesenia says, Adam, try forcing a yawn to get your ears to pop. They don't pop, man. That's why I'm like trying to do the fake yawn to start it out. Because if I do the full yawn, it'll just pick up the audio and be like, all the time while Robin's reading.
Glitch says, what is a Jollibee?
It's a chicken place.
It's a like a Filipino food / chicken joint. It's just cute because anytime you say, "Oh, thanks," at the little drive-through window, they're like, "Have a jolly day," because they're called Jolly Bee.
I hate how much fast food workers are forced to use ridiculous, like canes.
Well, canes.
Cluck, cluck, chicken, chicken. Like, what are you ordering today?
That's not how they say it.
It's way better and it rhymes, but I don't work there and I don't want to memorize it.
It's like,
I should answer them with a fucking poem about me ordering my Caniac combo.
Like, they say things like, "Welcome to Cane's" or whatever, where the sauce is boss and the chicken is kicking.
Fuck them.
It's so cute.
Miranda says, I should
know.
tell you about the time I almost died by a coyote. Yeah, that's definitely scary. Send that to us, especially since you didn't die. Yesenia says, I was stepped on by a demon once. That sounds like something you need to send us.
Luna Bin, thank you for joining us.
What up, Luna? Miranda says, everyone in our office is sick. Yeah, they really are. And I'm really annoyed about it because I feel like I might have avoided getting the cold until I came back to work. And I was at Disney where, as they called them in one of my meetings with higher ups, I think they called them disgusting petri dishes, referring to children, of course, were everywhere. And that, just immediately makes you sick.
Miss Deasy said that they've done 6 Spartan races, and
wow.
the Hawaii race took almost 9 hours.
Why would you suggest we do that? Are you trying to kill
I
us?
will die.
Maybe if we get in shape, we would do that.
I gotta lose like 100 pounds.
Not that many. We just gotta
80.
be in shape, like be able to like do stairs and stuff. Miranda says, in reference to Popeyes, oh my fucking God, let me tell you, I was going to try with Britt today on the way home, and we were waiting for about 15 minutes, and a worker was taking out the trash, and I rolled down my window and asked if this was worth it. He said without hesitation, fuck no, this is stupid. I laughed so hard and left the line. In parentheses, I was listening to the podcast while I was waiting.
Aww.
That's really good. Yesenia says, you guys have Smith's in Vegas? I thought it was only a Utah store. No, Smith's and Kroger are like all over the place.
Yeah. Well, Kroger not out here. Kroger's
like the places that don't have Smith's usually have a Kroger.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we have Smith's. When I lived in Texas, it was Kroger. We didn't have Smith's. We had Albertsons and Kroger.
I had Town and Country and Wiseway and Walmart. So, I grew up in like bumfuck nowhere, Indiana. So.
Oh, okay. I was like, I don't know what those things are.
Home Alone 2 Lost in New York is a stupid movie. You can't get lost in New York. The streets are freaking numbered. They are on a grid system, and the grid system is 100% numbered. But I think it's more in referencing the fact that his family's not there. And at some point, Donald Trump gives him bad directions, I'm pretty sure.
What?
You remember Donald Trump in that movie? It's back when he was just
limo?
Donald Trump.
In the back of the limo?
No, he sees him in the lobby of a hotel, and he asks him like where to go for something.
Oh my gosh, you're right.
He's like, right out there. So.
Glitch. No. Miss Deasy says, my toes are still black from that race in August.
Oh my God.
That is horrifying.
Akbar says, the cheese pizza conundrum.
I will die. I can't even imagine.
Well, yeah.
Because then I've heard of runners having their toenails and stuff fall off because of running.
That's terrifying and gross.
Ugh.
Brit Newt resubscribed for the 2nd month in a row, 2 total, using Amazon Prime. Thank you so much, Brit Newt. Akbar says, the cheese pizza conundrum hurts me so bad. We have a Christmas party and I can't eat pork, so we order a cheese pizza for me and a pepperoni and whatever for them. There is this one chick who eats more than half of the pizza every year for 8 years. Them's fighting words, man. Like, I will give the Home Alone speech where I let everyone know about Kevin McAllister's plight and how they're all fucking assholes because they're doing exactly what Kevin's family did to them.
Lunabin says, did y'all hear about the guy who got stabbed over a Popeye sandwich?
I have heard that it happened. I didn't hear any of the details.
The place that I went to today, there were like handwritten signs all over their drive-through menus, like 5 per person. No more than 5.
Oh my God.
I can't even imagine people
like
coming.
40
yeah, what are you going to do? eBay them?
Get out of your friggin' car and just start selling them on the sidewalk for $10 a pop.
Oh my gosh.
Yesenia said, I think I just heard a gunshot. Not even kidding. Be right back.
Miss Daisy said that guy died. That guy died over the Popeye sandwich.
Was it worth it? Would you die over the Popeye sandwich?
No.
Okay.
Oh
Even said, I already told you about my issue with little kids and their sticky jam-covered ravioli-sized hands. That's so funny. Miranda said, let's try Popeyes tomorrow and ask another worker if it's worth it, dude. I think you should just have a video of you asking Popeyes workers of this and just post them all on YouTube. That'd be amazing.
Miss Deasy said, the Hawaii race was 13 miles. The Vegas is only 3 miles, so it's not too bad.
Yeah, I might be able to do that, actually. It would take me like a full day and I'd probably vomit the entire time.
Yeah, it'd take me a couple hours because 1 mile for me takes me like 45 minutes.
I was actually considering cross promotion with that haunted house that gives you $20,000 if you make it through, but they get to like literally torture you for like 8 hours. So like $20,000 is a lot of money, and as long as there's no butt stuff involved, I'm pretty sure I can make it through.
They make you eat your own vomit.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm just not gonna puke. So I mean, they're gonna try and get me to puke, but I'm gonna go in there. But then I read that like even if they're hitting you, you can't hit them back.
Yeah, you can't touch them.
And I was like, oh yeah, no way I'd be able to do that. I would instantly react and be like, hey, one of your workers is back broke. I think you should come get him. But then I was reading more in this stupid contract, and it says depending on how you hit them, they just deduct money from your total. So I really want to reach out, like, can I get a chart that tells me how much money I lose with each strike? Because I would love to be the guy that was the first one to make it through.
You
and
get disqualified.
And for the workers afterwards, I literally just said that you just get money taken off the total when you weren't paying attention and just thinking about how great your milk tea is.
It's really good.
But yeah, I think it'd be great to finish the thing and only collect like $700. But like all the workers are like, we're terrified of him. He's never allowed back here.
Miss Deasy said they make you eat bugs.
Ugh, fucking gross, dude.
Okay.
Vivian said, you said you don't be a hero. Miranda says, yes, everywhere. Those damn signs are everywhere. Miranda said, don't tempt me. I'll do it. Aries says 3 miles is a 5K. I think it's like 2.8, 3.2, somewhere right around there. So, but yeah. Aries says, wait, they can hit you? That doesn't sound right. You sign a waiver. They can hit you, torture you. I think I saw something that even said that they can remove teeth if they want to. It's basically like they found a bunch of really messed up sick people and made a haunted house where if you sign a waiver, they're allowed to do whatever they want to, basically just short of raping you. And I was like, this sounds awful. And it doesn't even sound like it's a horror place. It literally sounds like you're subjecting yourself to like super torture for 8 hours. And I was like, well, what happens if I'm a CIA agent and I get captured? 8 hours, I'm pretty sure they're not going to pay me 20 grand and I might lose my fingernails or get waterboarded or whatever. All right. So Miranda says, Anthony said, don't be a baby, Adam. You can do it. He will do it with you. He means that in a nice way, even if he sounds like an ass. He is so listening and it's hilarious. No, dude, I totally understand. I was just like, I know I can make it through this. I just know that I'm going to get disqualified because I'm going to punch someone.
Thank you so much for Just Rocks 1 for subscribing
on Prime.
Thank you.
Subscribing with Prime, I should say. But yeah, I don't know if it's still going on. I kind of wonder. Someone's going to make it through that, and I kind of want it to be me. I also don't want to travel there, spend all that money, get disqualified, and come home with no money and be like, yeah, I punched someone because he tried to pull my molars out.
Baby, you're a haunted house.
Thanks for that.
Did you hear My Chemical Romance has 2 more shows that they announced
in Melbourne and Sydney,
Australia?
Shout out to our Australian folks who I don't think are joining us tonight.
Get me all of my Chemical Romance swag. I need it.
She was so excited when I was so happy I got to tell her, because there's so many times where I find a news article, I'm like, hey babe, did you hear about it? She's like, hear about this? I'm like, god damn it, like stop reading so much news. But yeah, I got to tell her. All right, so boom.
It's your turn to read.
Yes, I'm transitioning back over. I'm going to read my story. Hopefully you guys like this one. All right, I'm going to move on to my second email of the show. This is my last email. And what's really funny about this is a couple of weeks ago, maybe a month ago, I mentioned that sometimes people have difficulty writing in their stories because they're really emotional, or sometimes they're really creepy. And like when you write a story about something really creepy that happened to you, it like reminds you of it and puts you back there. And I had a friend who was going to write us a story right when we started about something she went through in childhood, and she was writing the story sitting next to an open closet door.
Is this the one?
And the closet door like shut on her, and she decided that she wasn't going to do it. Well, she reached out to me yesterday, and she was like, hey, I just want you to know I'm completely caught up on the show. And I was like, wow, I didn't realize she was still listening. I thought people just said that to me. And I heard you like say something, so I decided I actually was going to send it to you. She said it's not complete. There's going to be a part 2 about more recent developments, but she did send it. So nice. This one's subject is Homegrown Horror Ouija Board. And it starts out like this. I was hesitant to send this to you because of the shit that has happened since I wrote it. But after catching up on episodes, I realized that it was really weird hearing you guys talk about me without knowing who it was. Also, I know how much Robin loves correcting Adam, and he had a few details incorrect.
Ooh.
I've attached my story. I apologize for the length. Stay tuned for part 2, which now includes my mother, the shadow, and a medium named Aeson, Aeson. Probably didn't say that right. You can be super happy because you get to correct me on that too.
I don't know how to...
And then they signed out of the email. This is actually a Word attachment. But the end of the email was, keep on creeping on, Merry Early Spookmas. So.
That's awesome.
The story begins.
We should just say that all the time.
Merry Early Spookmas. People might get offended.
Oh, okay.
Just because people don't like anyone saying Merry Christmas or Happy Hanukkah or whatever.
Which reminds me, I gotta go to Starbucks tomorrow. They're giving away free Christmas cups.
Really?
Reusable Christmas cups.
See, I just believe in Festivus. Festivus for the rest of us. You've never seen that episode of Seinfeld?
Yes, we have seen
it. Have I
it?
made you watch it?
Yes.
I'm glad. Everyone should watch that. All right, getting back to this story, and I'm going to try and stick to this and not tangent too hard. But it starts out like this. When I was 5 years old, spending the first night in my new family home, my great-grandfather sat down and talked to me while I was in bed. While that doesn't sound weird, my great-grandfather died long before I was born. This wasn't my first or my last experience seeing a lost family member or a random stranger in my room. Because of this and a family history of unexplained happenings, I decided to become involved in the mystic arts when I was a child. I regularly held seances with my friends, learned palmistry and tarot cards, visited supposed haunted locations, and used a Ouija board.
So palmistry is palm reading?
I'm pretty sure it's palm reading.
Okay.
Yeah. Or it's just telling everyone, talk to the hand, because you're just really good at it.
Because your face don't want to hear it?
Yeah.
Is that the saying?
I don't remember. I just figured you knew, so I was just going to agree with you.
Okay.
It goes on to say, I never had reason to believe that anything would happen to me, and so I wasn't the most careful when it came to doing shit like that, and I didn't understand the potential consequences of my actions. At 13 years old, I was playing with my friend Taylor at her house, and we decided it would be so fun to play with my Ouija board. We set everything up, and without knowing who we were trying to contact, just went to town. Taylor was pretty apprehensive, as she had never done anything like this before, but I was so sure of myself that I wasn't worried at all. Taking a quick break for water, because my mouth is super effing dry, and I don't want you guys to hear the ASMR Popeye's chicken sandwich eating noises. Okay, let's get back into this. Marked. You're just over there playing with your fucking tea, swirling it around like, ooh. We had been trying to communicate for maybe 10 minutes when we started receiving some movement from the planchette. Upon the first sign of movement, we had the standard, you swear you didn't do anything conversation. We both confirmed that neither of us was responsible for the movement. And by the way, that's why those giant Ouija boards that people are building aren't going to friggin' work, because you put the planchette on wheels and you have people physically shoving those things around to spell shit. The whole point is you're not supposed to be moving it, and they made something where you absolutely have to be the person moving it. All right, it goes on to say, we then asked whatever we made contact with to identify itself, and it said that it was a boy. We asked for its name, but the entity would not provide it. Taylor started getting legitimately scared, but I kept blundering on. How do I know that you are what you say you are? Prove it. Tell me my middle name. I said, knowing that Taylor didn't know my middle name. M-A-R-I-E is what it spelled out. Have you ever made contact with anyone else? I asked. The planchette moved across the board to yes. Okay, great, I thought. This should be pretty normal if it's made contact with someone before. By the way, I'm pretty sure Marie is her middle name. All right. What made you make contact with us? I asked. The planchette moved rapidly this time, spelling out L-I-K-E-Y-O-U.
Like you?
Like you. In my naivety.
Oh, so the ghosts likes you.
Or they are like you. You know, like if you have like an ability or whatever, maybe they had it too before they died. Or it's all bullshit. I don't know. In my naivety. Or it's this chick's friend. Or it's her friend messing with her. But she didn't know her middle name, so that's creepy. All right. In my naivety, I truly believe that we made contact with someone nice. Someone around our age who was maybe lonely. Feeling assured. Go ahead.
Is it naivety or naivete?
Naivete. I don't know. I'm just going to keep going. Feeling assured, I moved forward and asked what the boy we were talking to wanted. The delay was so long, I thought we had lost contact. Then it spells out this in the email. K-E-E-P.
Keep.
Casper! Seemed pretty random, so I asked to clarify. Keep what? It spelled out Y-O-U.
Can I keep you?
Keep me? You want to keep me? What does that even mean? The planchette kept spelling out. At this time, Taylor was crying because she was so scared. I decided that I needed to try to end this communication the nicest way possible. I asked the spirit if we could depart, and it very quickly moved to no.
Ooh, chills.
I asked again, and the planchette stayed in the same place. A big, fat no. At this point, I was starting to get scared because I knew I was in over my head. I asked the spirit if whoever it talked to before was able to leave. No movement. It was like the planchette was glued to no. I asked if the people it communicated with were girls. Finally, movement. Yes, it moved to. What happened to those girls? I just read ahead. Fuck. I have cold chills. I was terrified of what the response would be. Seconds that felt like years ticked away. For as fast as the responses were before, it was with painstaking slowness that it finally spelled out D-E-A-D. How, I asked. Did you do it? Again, with every second, I became increasingly scared. K-I-L-L.
That's horrifying.
All right, I'm ending this. Let us go, I demanded. I moved the planchette to goodbye and threw it along with the board across the room. Taylor was in hysterics on the floor. As we gathered ourselves, we decided that we were going to pretend this never happened. We never talked about that day. If I thought that was the end of things, I was horribly wrong. From that day when I was 13, I have been plagued by a shadowy presence. The feeling of being constantly followed, I am totally covered in cold chills right now. The feeling of, because I know this person, man, and I remember them telling me this story, and it's so creepy. The feeling of being constantly followed, and sometimes when I'm alone, feeling like I'm being pressed down by a heavy weight. I told my mom about what I did and what I went through after it. She told me that she didn't want to scare me, but that sometimes when she looks at me, it's like there's a shadow around my soul.
No way.
She's seen the presence in the house where I grew up. When I moved to Nevada, she told me that she could feel its presence, and she loudly declared, "Hey, leave my daughter alone. She has a Poppy, a Nano, and a whole group of family to protect her." I thought at some point maybe it would grow tired of me, but I've come to realize that when I talk about it or when I do something involving the paranormal, it seems to get stronger, more present. And as I'm typing this, alone in my bedroom, my sliding closet door just opened on its own. I am totally covered in cold chills right now.
Look at your arms.
I will tell you this, though. I know her personally. She's not a liar. She does not make shit up. So when she told me this, I was flabbergasted, and it is so creepy. Arm. Yeah. So I'm just like, I really hope that this doesn't make things worse.
Chills.
You know what I mean? The fact that it took her 2 years to send this kind of lets you know like how creeped out she was by the whole thing, and that she legitimately thinks that this is really happening, and I really do think it is too for her. So yeah, that one is super creepy. Thank you so much for sending it in. I appreciate you sharing it with us, because it was one of those things where when she told me what happened, when the sliding door closed, she was like, I decided not to do it anymore, or opened, or whatever the case was. I was just like, don't. Like, if that's happening, seriously, don't, unless you feel comfortable. So hopefully she's in a really good, really strong place where she feels like there's enough positive energy to keep this thing at bay, whatever still it is. Like, it was scary. It was a really good email. Yeah. So
okay. So are we going to chat now?
Yeah. You just have to say, okay, we're going to go to chat. So I can mark it.
So we're going to go into our chat now.
And I marked it.
All right. So the Snark says, I drink tea like a white girl in the memes. I don't know what memes. What white girls you speak of.
I just know the Kermit meme.
Yeah, that's the only one I know too. Glitch says, my kitchen light just turned on by itself during the end of that email.
That's fucking creepy.
That's super duper creepy. And then I'm done with my chat.
Wow, that was really short. I don't have a whole lot either, so hopefully you guys were actually listening, engrossed in this email. Vivian said, hey, Yesenia, you good? Everything Gucci? Yesenia said, I'm back. I had to be a nosy bean. Don't know where it came from, but so far, no sirens. That's a good sign, right? It is a good sign. Vivian says, I'm glad you didn't get shot or shanked or something. And Yesenia said, I'm good, Vivian. I just had to make sure I didn't see anything or anyone on my street. My neighborhood is sketch as fuck. Ari says, oh, that was an unsettling mouth noise. LOL. Akbar said, if she's willing to take a risk, tell her to recite Ayatui Kursi. I don't know what that is. I'm going to copy that so that I can tell her to do that. So, right on. That was really creepy, though. And the Snark, you probably actually know this person, too. So I'll message you offline. They put their name in there. I didn't want to say it because I didn't have express permission to say their name, but I'll let you know offline because I think you know her. Miranda said creepy. Aries said good for her for sending it. Why are you over here looking at it?
Because I don't see it over here.
You don't have Twitch chat?
Oh, I have Twitch chat. I don't have YouTube.
Oh, I was reading your stuff, so not really. I skipped it.
All right. Is it my turn to read?
Yeah, that's what happens.
All right.
You are next. You will finish us out, and then we'll do Marbles on Stream, which is a game we play for those of you who are brand new, where you can win some free merchandise.
All right. So this next email is going to be the last one of the night, and it's from someone called Little Java Bean. Pretty cute. Subject is strange voices and guardian angel, question mark. Sup, spooky friends.
What's up?
Sup.
Everyone who's a spooky friend, just yell sup right now as loud as you can. If you're listening to this recorded, maybe if you're listening to this for the second time or the third, you still have to do it. Yell it right now.
Wouldn't it be cool if it was something like 101 Dalmatians and you just hear sup going all the way down the road and like everybody hears sup and it just travels?
That would be pretty cool, yeah.
I just love 101 Dalmatians. That movie's so good. Anyway, it's Little Java Bean again. You guys are more than welcome to call me LGB for short. LJ fuck.
Wow, dude.
You guys are more than welcome to call me LJB for short. I just want to start off this email by saying you guys can read this on the podcast, and thank you for sharing my first email too. I sincerely appreciate it and loved hearing your reactions. I have 2 stories for you guys, and I would like to hear your perspective on them. Both are strange, and I have been trying to think of a logical explanation for both, but cannot really find one other than ghosts or guardian angels.
I'm typing right now because the person who sent in that third story is in the chat in YouTube. And they said, stay tuned for part 2, The Tuxedo Man Chronicles. That sounds terrifying. Holy shit. They were watching this whole time. We were being watched.
Elise.
What are you looking at?
What you just typed, I don't know. Anyway, a couple weeks ago, I was in the kitchen with my dad. I was cleaning up the table and putting stuff away while my dad was preparing dinner for him, my mom, and myself. I went into the garage to put something away, and when I came back, I saw my dad looking around the kitchen with a confused look on his face. I asked him, "Is everything okay?" He then asked me if I saw my mom come downstairs. I told him I didn't see her come down the stairs and proceeded to ask why. He then told me, "I heard someone whisper my name and it sounded like your mom's voice." This is like those 2-sentence horror stories, man.
Right.
All the hairs on my body stood up when I heard that. I reassured him that the last I saw her, she was upstairs working on her computer. He ran upstairs to ask her if she was downstairs at any point in the last 5 minutes, and if so, did she need something? She told him she wasn't downstairs at all, and she didn't call him or myself while she was upstairs. I want to say it may have been something he heard from the television since we were watching Harry Potter while this happened, but I don't think at any point in any of the movies a character whispers the name Joe. So that logical explanation...
I was about to say, what's his name? And I'm pretty sure I don't remember any Joes in the Harry Potter universe.
I don't remember any either. So that logical explanation is thrown out the window.
Isn't the bad guy named Joe? Joe DeMort? Isn't that his name? No, I'm wrong.
Joe DeMort.
I was close. Get off my back. What's funny is in this episode, I've already said Voldemort once.
Really?
So clearly I'm full of shit. Yeah, this is the second HP reference we've had this episode.
Oh, because we had the... Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Apparently our listeners always have creepy shit happen during Harry Potter. I think we're finding
Harry
a
Potter's
common
bomb.
theme. You know, if you play Harry Potter backwards, it summons Satan, right? I'm pretty sure.
That's how J.K. Rowling made all her money.
The snark in the chat just said, Joe Riddle? Pretty sure that's what his real name was. Nailed it.
Okay, wait. Where are we now? Hold on. A couple days after this happened, I had a strange experience myself. I had a rough summer because I broke up with my ex-boyfriend and just a bunch of bullshit had been happening. Drop that dead weight. It's fine. I was driving on my way to get sushi, and at the stoplight, I felt an overwhelming amount of sadness come over me. I zoned out for a second, and in my peripheral vision, I saw the light turn green. Just as I was snapping out of it and about to put my foot on the gas, I felt someone poke me on the back of my right arm as if they were telling me, "Hey, the light is green." It would be fine if there was someone in the car with me, but I was driving alone. I promise I got to my destination safely, and I was driving safely before and after the fact. Later that night, I felt the sadness again while I was trying to fall asleep. As I laid on my side, curled up in a ball, feeling lonely and sad, I felt a warm presence grab my waist and pull me to the center of the bed. I then felt a warm presence on my back. I looked to see if there was anyone in my room with me, but there was no one there.
The old ghost spoon. The classic ghost spoon.
Ghost spoon. Okay. Whatever.
Shout out to M Meadows 89 who just subscribed for the 12th.
Thank you so much.
A full year of subscriptions. We sincerely appreciate you giving us Jeff Bezos' money. Thank you, Meadows.
There's just so many. There are a lot of stories of people having relationships with ghosts and stuff like that.
You think it's going to get hot in this? Is that what you're saying?
No, but I'm just saying.
Should I turn the lights down? Put some mood lighting on. Let me put on some Barry White while you read the rest of the story.
Fuck, I forgot where I was now. La la la. Though I was weirded out by what just happened, I found comfort in the presence and fell asleep. I told one of my friends about what happened, and she says it may be a loved one who passed or a guardian angel looking after me. I'm leaning more towards guardian angel, but I would like to hear your thoughts. Whether you guys think I'm being looked after by a guardian angel, a sympathetic ghost, or if you think this is all bullshit. BOO shit.
That's good.
I would love to hear your theories. Thank you guys for taking the time to read this email, and I wish you all a wonderful day. Keep on creeping on, little Java Bean.
Right on. Well, here's the first thing that comes to my mind is it definitely sounds like a guardian angel. My brain kind of went there a little bit. Although I don't know how much guardian angels interact with folks, actually poke them.
Right.
They usually nudge you out of a bad situation. I don't know how much about
I could see it being family member or sympathetic ghost.
Family member makes a lot of sense too. I thought if you had a significant other that passed away, perhaps that would be it.
I think sympathetic ghost in that, say they maybe were in the same kind of place where they suffer depression or something like that, and they see you kind of getting that, having that sadness come over you, you know. Here's
the thing, and I think you should be aware, because I'm taking this with a grain of salt. I'm going to go ahead and assume this is actually happening and that it's not bullshit. So if this is happening and it's a legit thing, the email that comes to mind that we had sent to us was about the lady who talked to her mother about how if she passed away, she'd try and send her a sign so that she would know that it was her. And that night she slept in a room filled with child's toys the night her mom passed away, and they all turned on at the same time. And something about it told her it was not her mom. She realized it was something malevolent. I was about to say maleficent. Something malevolent that was trying to convince her it was her mom to gain access to her or her life. If you have a guardian angel or a family spirit, and it's a case where it's you need your private time, you know what I mean? Or you need them to kind of leave you be or loosen the reins, but still be there for you. I think it's something that would happen if it was a guardian angel or a family spirit. But if it's clingy, if it gets clingy to the point where it's creepy, I think that's a different story.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, be aware, keep that in mind. And it's something where you can try and communicate. I don't know how. I don't recommend Ouija boards. This is all a weird situation. I'm just trying to spitball my thoughts here. But just, be aware that it's not always exactly what you think it could be. So, okay, that's what I got. What do you got?
No, I think that's a really good point. But now all I'm thinking about is Ghost Sexy Time. So
wow,
seriously, there are so many people in the world who claim to have had these types of relationships with ghosts.
I think I need to review the stuff that you've been reading on your cartoon app or whatever the hell that thing is called.
It's called Webtoon.
Webtoon, that's what it's called. So, Sexy Times with Ghost is something I'm going to have to go ahead and Google and see if it pops up on that app. But right on. Thank you for sending that in. We're not mocking you by any means. It's just, we kind of thought that's where it was going. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. But yeah, be aware. Stay safe.
No, yeah,
I don't know. I don't have any slogans for dealing with a ghost.
Well, when it comes to spirits and stuff like that, you never know. You really don't. It could be anything. And that's the scary part about not knowing what's on the other side,
Yeah, agreed. Or we didn't consider this possibility. It's an invisible man. You never know. I've seen movies with invisible men. I'm pretty sure they're documentaries. That one with Kevin Bacon. It's a really good one. Kevin Bacon and Thanos and that chick from The Boys. That's a really good movie.
The Robin
Hollow
Williams?
Man. That's what it's called. No, Robin Williams is not in Hollow Man. Kevin Bacon, Thanos, and the chick from The Boys.
No. But there's a Robin Williams one where he goes invisible.
What?
Right?
Flubber? You talking about Flubber?
No.
Dead Poet Society?
No, maybe it wasn't Robin Williams. Never mind.
Good Will Hunting. He's invisible in all these. It's hard to pick. I don't know what movie you're talking about right now.
Shut up. Never mind. Fuck you.
Right on. Fun stuff. All right. So for those of you who have never joined us on an episode before, if you are on YouTube, if you would like to participate in this next game where you can win free merchandise, you will need to switch over into twitch.tv/scarishpodcast. Twitch.tv is a website where you can watch us live like you're doing on YouTube. You can sign up for free. You just need an email address. And when you're in Twitch, if you go to twitch.tv/scarishpodcast, that is our channel, When you watch it there, you can interact with what we're about to do by just typing something into the chat. It'll give you a little marble, and we're going to race them down tracks. Everyone gets one that says something in the chat, and then whoever wins, we're going to send some free merchandise to. So I'm going to read my YouTube chat, and then I'm going to get marbles on stream set up, and then Robin will go ahead and read her Twitch stuff. So, going to scroll up a little bit. We didn't have a whole lot of stuff during that email. It's not letting me scroll. Okay, I think my chat app might have completely frozen, which is annoying. Yep, it's frozen. So I'm just going to read what I have.
Is it frozen too? Because it comes out soon.
I hate you so much. There it goes. It's actually scrolling. It shot all the way up to the very tippy top. So Yesenia said, I have 3 stories coming your way soon. I know this is the tippy top, but this is about as high as I can go. Vivian said, I'm glad that everyone's alive and well. Adam's all hydrated. Robin's gotten her chicken sandwich, and no one's been shot, but I got to scoot. Oh my God, she said scoot. By Vivian. Bye, Vivian. Have a good night is what Yesenia said. Vivian said, try to find some time anytime for Shia LaBeouf. I've given that guy too much time in my life. I've watched those stupid Transformer movies. Some of them aren't that bad, though. They're not great. Miranda says, if I have nightmares, I blame y'all. I'll probably have nightmares about Anthony and just end up mad at him. Don't be mad at him, man. Just because you dream. Because I always tell, like, just because your stupid brain made me into a bad person does not mean that I'm a bad person.
It's trying to tell you something.
And then I have a dream that she's a slut, and I wake up, and I'm not mad at her. I'm like, hey, I just want you to know, you fucked a bunch of dudes in my dream, and I don't appreciate that.
What the hell?
And she's like, I would never do that. I'm like, okay, cool. And I let it go. Because that's, how I am. I imagine Anthony's like that, too. Unless he doesn't have dreams like that. So, all right, I'm going to keep scrolling.
I hate you.
Aries says, I love webtoons. Well, you know what? You're a big whore sometimes in my dreams, and I don't appreciate it.
Well, you know what? In my dreams, I include you. And then you get mad, okay?
I don't need anyone to know about the creepy dreams you've had recently. You pull my cards out, I'll pull your cards out. That's all I'm saying. So
okay, so.
That's what I thought.
Let's see. The Snark says Joe Riddle. Tom Riddle's Lunabin says Tom Riddle's less famous brother.
Nice. Yesenia says, I need my fur babies in my room now or I won't be able to sleep. Yeah, that was a creepy story. Akbar had to take off. Thank you so much for joining us, Akbar. I saw that you mentioned before my chat reset that thing that you had said that she should try reading was the strongest part of the Quran, and it's been known to fight off Satan. So that is awesome. Aria says, Robin, are you reading Lore Olympus? So good.
Oh my God, it's so good. So, okay, I have caught up on most of the top series in Webtoon, and now I have to wait every single day for new updates, and it's driving me absolutely up the wall.
Excuse me.
Because at least for Lore Olympus, I really just want to know what happens to Persephone, because I just love her character, and I love her and Hades, and I just want them to be happy together forever. And wow. I don't know, it's just Webtoons
Akbar
are so
is going to stay for marbles. Etsley says, oh no, I missed the show. Kind of did, but you can stay for marbles.
Yes, come on over to twitch.tv/scarishpodcast if you folks are over on YouTube, and join us for marbles, because free opportunities to win stuff. Lunabin says, if I get to come back as a ghost, I'd be an emotional support ghost.
That's nice.
Also,
that's really nice.
Also, fun Ouija board fact. There's a sect of witchcraft that users... Fuck.
Oh, wow. This does sound like a really sexy group of witchcraft.
There's a sect of witchcraft that uses Ouija boards, not just to talk to spirits, but to cast spells and send intention into the universe. They also use it for healing and exorcisms / casting out spirits.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Hopefully we don't have to encounter this. Aries says, tell us Robin's dreams in all caps. No. Miranda says, hello, can't do this Twitch thing, LMAO. Explain one more time. The website is twitch.tv. If you go to twitch.tv and you just click register, just make yourself an account.
It's free.
It's free. Totally free. I think you just need your email address.
If you have Twitch Prime, if you
You're
have
just
Amazon
complicating
Prime.
this. They just want to make the account right now.
Okay, yeah.
If you make the account and you get over into Twitch and it says you're logged in and all that stuff, then you can go to twitch.tv/scarishpodcast. I'll try and put the link in the YouTube right now. Give me 1 sec. And then if you click that, you should just be able to watch our channel on Twitch and play this game that I'm about to get fired up.
And you folks can always go to our website, scarish.com. There are links down at the bottom for 30 free days of Amazon Prime if you don't already have it. If you do have it, there is a link for Twitch Prime. So you can go down there, click on that. Helps us out, gives us commission. It's great.
You can also download the app on your phone and create an account. It all depends on how you're watching the show right now.
Glitch posted to Facebook about the light turning on and off in his house right now. And there's only one switch that works to that light, so that's kind of scary.
That is scary. All right. I'm going to start getting marbles set up. You keep doing you.
The Snark says, Persephone is one of my favorite Greek stories. I am really super excited to see what happens with it because, oh my gosh, so much has happened in Lore Olympus and it is so good. Webtoon, I just started reading, I don't know, maybe a month ago. I started reading on there, less than that, few weeks. And I've already read so many series is on there.
Stay up till 4 a.m. reading shit sometimes.
Yeah, oh, they're so good. And
I'll wake up and she's like either drawing or reading and the TV's on and it's super loud. And I'm like, are you planning on going to bed?
Well, like the day we got back from BlizzCon, we got back at around 10:30 or something. And so I just stayed up and drew that Brigitte that I posted on my art channel and stuff like that. I just could not stop because I was so inspired to draw something Overwatch because Overwatch 2 got announced and I was really excited. And when we got back, I just really wanted to do something, you know, and I stayed up till like 3:30 to finish it. It was insane. Let's see. What else do I have in chat? Aries says they're so dumb addictive. Speaking of webtoons, they are so addictive because it's so easy to scroll to the next one, scroll. You know, it's just so good.
Our dogs are barking right now. This thing keeps saying game client is out of date. Please close and restart the PvP game launcher to get the latest version. However, it will not give me the latest version. So that is not good. That sucks. So do
you have to like restart?
I literally just restarted this game launcher and it's not doing anything. It just keeps taking me to this.
Hello, Akbar. Thank you for joining us over in Twitch. If you folks are over in YouTube, join us on twitch.tv/scarishpodcast. Free to join. Hello, Miranda. Thank you for joining us. Glad it worked out. Let's see. Lunabin asks, what's Webtoons? It is a website where you can read a whole bunch of... Holy crap.
I know, dude. She's going crazy.
You can read a whole bunch of different comics. There's a whole bunch of different genres. And what is she barking at?
I don't know.
It's... What time is it? It's 8 o'clock. I don't even know. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of different ones. I've been reading a bunch of horror ones. And there's a horror series that I've been reading called Ghost Teller, and it's a whole bunch of ghosts telling human stories because humans are way more horrifying than ghosts in these stories that these ghosts tell. So it's pretty cool. Beep, boop, 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 boop. Lunabin says the doggies see ghost. I'm pretty sure.
I don't think my mom's even downstairs right now because no one's telling them to stop.
Should I just go, like, tell them to stop?
I can't be alone right now because I'm, like, in the middle of trying to do this. Because this whole thing is not working.
Oh, I heard the front door. Hold on.
This is not good podcasting right now. I think you need to start vamping.
I think there's a delivery. Bring, delivery. Let's see. Laura Ann says, you should bring the doggos to say hi sometime. That would be difficult. I think bringing the dogs and actually trying to show them would be really hard.
Show the dogs where what?
On stream.
Yeah, that won't work. Maybe
because
our Shiba?
Our Shiba could do it. Our Corgi is just such a long dog. And you would just see, like, a bunch of doggy nips. Because I'd be holding her like this and you just hurt her short little legs.
Doggy nips.
So, Aries says, they only do Ghost Teller like once a year. I had to wait for so long for these most recent episodes that came in for Halloween. Oh my gosh, I know. They're so good though. Ghost Teller is so stinking good. Let's see. The Snark says, Robin, what is your favorite fandom? My favorite fandom. It has to be between Doctor Who and Star Wars, maybe.
You're literally just looking up at your fandoms right now.
Yeah, I'm looking at all my fandoms, but like, okay, so if you looked at all the crap I own, it's probably Doctor Who because I have like 6 different TARDISes, I swear, and Harry Potter or Star Wars. I love all 3 of those things. It's really hard to choose, but mostly Doctor Who, I think, because everyone always buys me Doctor Who stuff for Christmas. I don't know why.
It's because all you talk about is Doctor
Who. Doctor Who and Buffy, but no one ever buys me Buffy stuff, you know? I don't really get Harry Potter stuff for Christmas. I usually just get Doctor Who stuff. I don't know. Let's see. Badger Shell says, in case things go wrong, I love you guys. Raisin Bubble says, that reminds me of my sister's dogs because they bark at anything. They just bark at anything that comes to the door.
Yeah.
Or are outside. That any person, they're just like, I will murder you. Let's see.
Oh my God, go! Everything is taking so long right now. It's getting super frustrating. Like
the Snark says, what are your Hogwarts houses? I'm a Hufflepuff. Adam's a Ravenclaw. Even though he wants... That's not a Hogwarts house.
Death Eater tattoo. Yeah, I'm a Ravenclaw, and as soon as I tattoo that Death Eater thing on me, I am sworn to Lord Voldemort forever.
Yeah, but you can be a Ravenclaw, but also a Death Eater.
No, my loyalty lies with Voldemort. That's it. I'm super pissed that I got sorted into Ravenclaw. That's what it is.
Lame. I like being a Hufflepuff. I think that's totally me.
Downloading at 41 kilobytes a second right now, crushing it. So hopefully this download works a little bit better.
2.4 gigs.
Well, I have to reinstall the game completely because there's an error right now with Marbles on Stream, and they're like, "Oh yeah, you can just go ahead and re-download it, no big deal." However, this one is actually starting to kick up. It says it'll be done in 1 minute and 33 seconds. So keep reading that stream chat, right?
Okay. The Snark says the Death Eaters need smarter people, Adam.
Exactly. They would have an easy race. There's one other one. I know the guy, Volderoy Lockhart. Volderoy Lockhart.
Gilderoy?
Gilderoy. Fuck.
Volderoy?
Fuck you, man. How do I not remember these super fake names from the fucking movies that I never watched?
Yeah, I know. How do you not remember that? Gilderoy Lockhart? Jeez.
1 and 2 I don't watch very often. I just skip straight to Prisoner of Azkaban, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, pretty sure.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
They're boring.
You're boring.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I really want to check on the dogs.
They're fine. That's why they stopped. They're not dead.
What if they are?
I'm pretty sure Yui would have growled a little bit more than that. Those are just barks. Those weren't like, I'm going to murder you. Lockhart was a Ravenclaw, says the Snark. Pretty sure. I saw a list of the famous Ravenclaws, and I just remember being super disappointed. Like, that fucking douchebag was a Ravenclaw, and that's when I decided, like, I'm getting a Death Eater tattoo. Fuck this.
Glitch says, I think it said I was a Ravenclaw, whatever that means. Miranda says, I'm a Gryffindor. Does that make me basic? Well,
Hufflepuff makes you basic.
Fuck you. Growing up, I used to always want to be a Gryffindor, okay? I thought that was what I had to be. I mean, that's what I wanted. And then I grew up, took the actual Pottermore test as an adult, and it was like, hey, you're Hufflepuff. And as an adult, you can kind of put 2 and 2 together like, hey, yeah, you know what? I actually am a Hufflepuff. I am not brave like a Gryffindor.
You said, I can't chat on Twitch. I'm a broke bean and can't subscribe. Maybe next time you can chat without subscribing. You can chat and it can be totally free. Just FYI, they said they're off to bed, so hopefully you sleep tight. But next time, if you come around and you're still here right now, you can totally jump in there and there's no big deal about not subscribing. So it's totally a free thing.
Lunabin says, Wormtail was a Gryffindor. Raisin Rebel says, where's the quiz to find your house? Go to pottermore.com. And it's like the official J.K. Rowling one. So do that. ASB Bunny says, Prisoner of Azkaban is my favorite Harry Potter movie. Oh my gosh, the Snark says Griffin Thoughts. THOTS.
That's funny. I always say Huffle Sluts, so. What?
You're the worst.
She acts like she's never heard me say this before.
Emerson says, I'm also Gryffindor. That's a lot of Gryffindors. Aries says, Prisoner of Azkaban was the best. I like the Goblet of Fire.
Why are you tapping
Goblet
me?
of Fire was really, really, really good. Just because that's when shit pops off, you know?
Sorry, I'm really trying to get this to work right now, and you're like asking me questions, so I'm like not paying any attention. It's trying. I had to do this again, and now it's trying to link it to the wrong account, and it's like, no, dude, just have the original settings that I had, and just work because we want to play it right now.
A lot of people say Prisoner of Azkaban was the best. It's ASB Bunny says it's the only Harry Potter movie without Voldemort. I did not realize that. What? The Snark says I took the survey last year and I got switched to Ravenclaw. I don't know who I am anymore.
That's funny.
Dan Lung says I'm a Griffin Thought. Slytherin, couple Slytherins, couple Hufflepuffs.
So I don't know if this is going to work, but we're going to give this a shot because I'm pretty sure this logged in. Okay, it does say Scarish Podcast up there. I thought it logged into my personal account, and I was going to be like, no one can race with me, but whatever, give it a shot, guys. So let me go ahead and switch over to our stream view, and then we're going to get this thing rolling. You get it? Can you see this too? You guys can totally see that. Okay, so hopefully that's not showing anymore. Robin will let me know.
I was about to read that question that Raisin Rebel put on there. Raisin Rebel asked at where, how?
What
it
question?
They redeemed a question. I can't read it. It's not on here, is it?
No, it's not going to be on there. But if I bring the other thing up, we won't be able to see Marbles on stream. Is your stream not working right now? I'm just trying to see if folks can see this correctly or not. Yep, I don't think you guys can see this right now. Can anyone hear us right now? Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs.
Yeah, it says no screen. They can hear us, but the screen is broken.
All right, let's try and switch this and get it back. I knew something was going to go wrong today. I literally said it before the show. Something is going to go wrong. And it keeps showing that. And I don't know why it's showing a broken screen. So I guess I'll just read the redeem question. It says, Robin and Adam, how did you both get into D&D? I really want to get into RIP LOL. I got into it originally because my friends in college started playing it. And I was in creative writing in college, and they kept telling me that I should probably be a dungeon master so that I could work through some of my storylines. And I was like, no, that's lame. You guys suck. And all I want to do is party. And then I realized that they all were like consistently like every Thursday playing. And I was like, all right, how about I come over and I play a character, I see what it's about, and it actually seemed really fun because you're just hanging out with your friends. And I realized it's really just a way where you can like hang out with your friends and have a good time. So I said, screw it, like I'll play. And then I wound up becoming a DM for a while. Like 2 years, my first game was the longest game that I ever ran, and I actually did run them through a storyline of mine, and it wound up being the book that I wrote, which has never been released and probably never will be. So that's how I originally got into it.
I got into it because Adam was starting a D&D game, and he was like, hey, do you want to be part of the D&D game? And I said, well, sure, friend. And so we played a few. I think we played a few with a couple of our friends, and we had
Meadows was involved in that.
Yeah,
one.
Meadows was involved in it. It was just really fun to play and have nights out of the week where you just played with your friends and hung out and created these stories and worlds, and rolling dice is really fucking fun.
Yes. It's I don't know, it's like telling a story together, but at the same time, like, you're just sort of sitting around and having fun, and like you don't take it too seriously. When people take it too seriously, it's just not fun. Just basically like anything else. It's like, it really doesn't matter what you're doing as long as you're doing it with good people. And that definitely carries over to D&D. So I'm going to give this Marbles on Stream one more shot because I've re-downloaded it, re-logged in, and it's running through Steam now. And so if it does not work, then I'm not sure what we can do about that. So we're going to give it a shot, though. So here we go.
Though?
Yep. All right. Switching it over. Hopefully this works. All right, gonna watch, and you guys already know.
I feel like you don't necessarily have to be creative to play D&D, because Miss Deezy says I'm not creative enough. It's just, I mean, you just have fun with it. To me, I mean, I don't think I'm creative enough to play it. All I do is say, can I do this? And if I can, then he lets me roll for it, and then my character does stupid shit.
That's pretty much exactly what happens.
And for some reason, my dice, I swear, I roll crits a lot.
So it looks like right now the game is not showing properly on the screen because it's not showing it scrolling by. Nothing is really working when it comes to it. Someone just typed in vote 24. We'll see if the votes are coming through. The votes are coming through, but the screen is just not working. So I don't know how we're going to do this. It is definitely really, really annoying, though. Oh my God.
It's frozen. Is it frozen?
That's what I keep saying. And the video down low, though, in the bottom right of us, wasn't frozen.
Oh, yeah. So the bottom...
The game is malfunctioning is what's happening. I feel like if I switch off of it, it's just not going to work.
I'm just going to say 50. Why not?
So we're just going to do this blind. You guys are just going to vote, and we'll see if it actually shows the screen. Let's just do that. Everyone vote. Do exclamation point vote, space, then the number just randomly of a track that you want to race, 1 through 52. And we'll get this thing going, and we'll see if we can actually get this to show. Really disappointed. I'm going to go ahead and email the Marbles on Stream people who don't give a shit and let them know how disappointed all of our listeners were. Pixel's Death Alley is definitely running away with this vote. We got 8 votes for Pixel's Death Alley right now.
This is a test of how much you can describe.
All right, I'm going to switch to the normal view, and then I'm going to switch back, and maybe that'll fix it.
Oh, maybe.
Probably not, though.
Laura Ann says, I like combat, but I suck at roleplay. I honestly really suck at roleplay. We have a friend
his name is Steve.
Our friend Steve is really good at roleplay. He has an accent for all his characters. He is so good at D&D, but I can't do that. I'm just really not good with the making up a character's voice.
You don't always have to have a
giving
voice,
them a background. I can't do that.
You just have to have certain things that you decide your character is all about. You know what I mean? Like, I roleplay a barbarian, and when you roleplay a barbarian, you're basically roleplaying a big dumb idiot who's super strong. And I decided that my guy is about just being funny because he's dumb. And then eventually it became like, he's also super loyal. So he does silly stuff all the time, but then eventually, like, someone in our group will get hurt. And because barbarians can rage, like, I'll just fucking go apeshit and just start killing everything. And it winds up just always being ridiculous and super funny. So, all right. Exclamation point play to enter into the race now. And we'll see if this thing transitions over. Really disappointed in this game right now. We've never had a hard time with it like we had today. So I'm going to go ahead and blame Miranda because it's her first show and she's tried really hard to participate. And it just really feels like the game is fighting it. But we do have the marbles starting to roll in here. And we got 13 already, which is pretty good. Aries 22 is in purple, and I have no idea why.
There's a few.
That's really weird. I wonder if it's because they're a certain level of subscribed. I don't know. Oh, they're community managers, maybe? I don't know. The game is basically doing whatever the hell it wants right now. So it's kind of a nightmare. But we do have 21 marbles in this, which means it's one of the larger races we've had in a little while. I forgot to enter. I haven't even entered yet. I don't know if Robin sent the text over to the script.
I don't have my phone. I also really want more milk tea.
Wow. Now you're staying until the end of this, so right on. We got 23 marbles in the stream right now. Can anyone see this? Don't think so.
Nope. Because I see our little window, and we're moving, but the marbles aren't moving.
All right. Keep those exclamation point plays coming in. I'm going to try something really fast. This might not work, but we're going to give it a go. You're going to need the vamp.
Oh, yes. Right. Miranda says, not sure what the fuck I'm doing. This normally does not happen. Generally, things run really smoothly. It's just a little cray-cray right now. And Meadows did ask if we built the new computer. We did build the new computer. So this is the second stream on the new computer. Last week, the sounds for the notifications weren't working. This week, it's marbles. It's just...
This has nothing to do with the new computer. I reiterate, this is a problem with Marbles on Stream. I went to their Discord. Everyone's having problems. They said the only way it's working is to download it through Steam, which is why I re-downloaded the whole game. Let's not blame my beautiful new computer that I absolutely love. She can hear you.
You should post pictures, because you haven't posted pictures yet.
I thought I did, but I will.
Just so, like an appreciation post, because everybody who has ever, if you've donated money to us, it's helped us immensely and helped us upgrade our studio setup and this computer and allowed us to have a little bit more time to work on the podcast and not worry so much about how we're going to pay bills.
Yeah, very true.
Which is really important. Let's see. Miss Daisy said, that explains the excellent audio levels. Nice. I'm glad the audio levels are good.
What's really funny is we had to jack them all the way up to the max because the drivers for the audio interface that we have don't work. And when I contacted them, they're like, it's a known issue. We're trying to solve it. It's like, cool, fuck us, I guess. But yeah, I just uninstalled it and then they just started working. So I think I might have fixed this. Give me 1 sec to make sure. Let me go ahead and close that. It's going to look a little bit weird here for a brief moment. Okay, now if I minimize that, hopefully you guys can see this. If not, I have nothing left to do.
Look how complicated, like, this is... Adam has to set all that stuff up for the streams to work. So it's just like a little behind the scenes of what he has to do.
I get home every Wednesday at 5:30, and I have an hour to get ready. I have an hour to eat, get the studio ready, get the stream ready, make sure everything is working. And when we go live at 6:25 for the 5-minute countdown, if anything is malfunctioning, that means I have 5 minutes with a literal ticking clock to get it solved, or we're fucked. So I think this just might be working now, because I see in the top right-hand corner the marble for the subscribers is spinning. We have 24 folks in here. Let's get the first race of the night started.
Exclamation point play. I mean, if you guys are in there last minute, just put it in there. He's going to press start. You're going to have 10 seconds.
You have 10 seconds starting now to join. And then we're going to just see who wins this.
Aries says, my stove just caught fire. Don't let teens bake stuff in ovens.
Oh, no.
Oh, my God.
So here we go. Let's get a good look at this track. We're going to Plinko down this track and see who takes the early lead. And there's going to be a little boost right afterwards. Looks like Laura Ann is out to a quick lead, but it's a lot of people right there at the same time.
What did she request we call her, Laura or Ann?
I think it was Laura. She said, just call me Laura. I remember that I really like this one because everyone goes really fast. So Lunabin has taken a shortcut along with a few other people. Spooky Zora has been eliminated. The Snark has been eliminated. Eric W1 has been eliminated as well. Lunabin and Killsma are both cruising through here. Robin has jumped into the race and is now in second place, but Killsma is just zooming through. Blitzgrim is now in second place as well. Let me move this microphone over a little bit.
Does this race have sound?
I have no idea. Probably. Glitchgrim and Killsma are now in first and second place. There's some pulsating rods trying to ruin everyone's day. Lunabin has been eliminated. Sacred Infinity has been eliminated. It says that Dre is in first place, which I'm pretty sure meant that Dre launched into the sky, because you've now also been eliminated. It says the Robin Grace is in first place. And there's ASB Bunny floating by, who just died as well. Killsma is still rocking first place. Let's turn this camera around. See if there's anyone catching up. There goes Glitchgrim. Glitchgrim is now in first place.
Tianlung says, welcome to my life, Adam. Live entertainment.
Right. Ugh.
It's a nightmare. I can't even.
M Meadows 89 has been eliminated. Glitchgrim is...
Sorry, that freaked me out. Oh, it's gone.
Glitchgrim has been eliminated. Killsma is still going strong with A Meadows right behind. Badger Shell has now also entered. And Miranda is right there.
I still need
trying to get some free merch. Actually, Faison's trying to zigzag through. Oh my God, that hasn't gone out yet?
No.
Okay, so a lot of people are... Oh my God, Tian Long has been eliminated. All right, we got some folks still trying to get through here. Killsma's right at the end, trying to capture this victory of the season.
That scared me, that pulsing rod.
It's not just a pulsing rod. It's a pulsating rod. Ooh, oh, wow. I thought that was about to end terribly. Amanda's really trying to get there first.
Boop.
Amanda takes the win. Killsma comes in second. Let's watch as everyone else starts to trickle in. I think I'm actually going to finish fourth here. Actually, Faison is going to be third. Yep. Miranda comes in fifth. Badger Shell comes in sixth. Hollusier just got eliminated. We have a few more folks that are still trickling in. And just a reminder, we do have one more race after this. But Killsma, you came in second place. Sorry, Amanda. Let us know what you'd like to get as far as merch goes, which logo, and we'll come meet you guys for dinner. We haven't seen you in too long. And we'll bring whatever you would like. All right, the race is finished. Congratulations, Amanda. So Amanda goes to 23 points in the season with one win. It is a new season. Killsman's at 15. Actually, Faison's at 10. 8, 5, 5, 3, 3, and 3. Everyone else did not finish. However, we do have another race for the night. You can type an exclamation point vote, then a space, then the number that corresponds with the track that you would like to race.
All right, so. What do I want?
Man, it has been a long day, man.
I still have to work on a lab report that's due tomorrow.
As soon as this is done, I have to do editing. I took care of the website yesterday because I stayed home sick yesterday. So I don't have to do the website, but I have to do editing. I have to post this for our patrons early. I did not edit the store. Am I supposed to edit the store?
Yeah, because I deleted a bunch of merch and added a bunch of merch.
How am I supposed to know that? You didn't submit a request.
I told that like months ago.
Did you send it through the intake form? Sorry, my work is bleeding over. You literally just need to tell me what I need to do, and I'll do it. All right. Right now, Express Delivery is in the lead with 5 votes. And just in case we tie and something else gets 5 votes, Amanda actually voted for Express Delivery as well. So we'll just take... Are you going to pull gray hair out of my head?
Yeah, dude.
All right, just go for it. I never worry about grays being pulled because I know it's supposed to mean the 2 more grow in its place. But hey, as long as they just sprout quickly, I don't care about turning gray. Ow.
Yeah, it's not going to come out.
Whoops. You didn't really try that hard, just saying. All right. We got 4 votes for the space chase, so it's not like it's impossible for some other track to be picked instead of Express Delivery. So we'll let this scroll past one more time. Are you sure you don't want us to give it another try?
Yeah, it's gone now.
You just hit it in my hair?
Yeah.
Cool. Awesome.
It reminds me of those squirrels where they take their nuts and they try to hide it in different things.
And like the golden
dog.
retriever?
Yeah.
That's the cutest video on the planet. All right, Express Delivery still has 6. As soon as we get to the end of this scroll, we're going to go ahead and go with that track, and that is the last track we will do tonight. We'll try and get some free merch for whoever wins.
I also have to package up an order. We also have an Etsy store, if you folks did not know. All our buttons, well, not all of them, a lot of our buttons, stickers, coasters, things like that are on our Etsy shop, and you can get to that Etsy shop by going to Scaryish.com. Our website has links to a whole bunch of different stuff. All our Amazon affiliate links are on there. You guys can check it out and support us. That would be amazing.
So the reason people have purple names, I'm pretty sure, is because they're admins or like community managers for Twitch. So
like moderators?
Yeah. Moderators also works, whatever they're called. So go ahead and type an ! Play right now and get your marble on stream. Yes, that was an annoying voice, I know.
What's new, pussycat?
Are you going to type an ! Play?
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, I was talking to you this whole time, bro.
Ooh.
So many notifications. It's like people only text me when we're live. I swear to God. So we have 21 marbles. We had 24 last time, which means, okay, 22. We need to get to 24 and then to 25. We like to finish out the night +1 on the race. So we're stuck at 23 right now. So who was it that ran away? Okay, we got Lunabin. We got everyone. Who's the extra person that's going to jump in there? I think my laptop just died. So good thing that we finished.
Oh, really?
Yep.
That's it's rough.
Nah, it's all right.
You know what doesn't die? My iPad.
Wow, fudge you. How about that? Happy birthday to you. All right, there's 24 marbles. We've delayed this long enough. If you have not joined yet, type in ! Play. You have 10 seconds to do so. The all-time record on this, which is in the top right, is by someone named NetDev, who did this in 1 minute and 3 seconds. Let's see if someone here can beat that.
Aries says it might just be people who are subscribed because they're not an admin, but their name is purple. Huh. I just think it's random, TBH.
I don't know. It might be subscribed. Oh my God. It's an elevator and then a funnel. Although it looks like Emerson. I'm pretty sure that's how you're supposed to say your name. Got through really quickly. There's some portals at the end of this. It looks like there's a dojo with a bunch of stuff you have to make your way through. Looks like Dre, Actually Phazon, Badger Shell, and Valley Grills are taking 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th right now. But no one has been eliminated yet. Killsma and Sacred Infinity look like they're lasty bringing up the rear back there. But these portals could change everything. Who knows? There might be a portal to hell. Like it literally teleports your ball off the map. You don't lose, but you're just trapped in a nether dimension until the race ends without you.
I cannot wait for Diablo.
That's funny.
It's just because the guy was like, "See you in hell."
Dre took a really good line through that, hopped over the fan blades, trying to zigzag his way through right now. Way ahead, but some folks are going to start catching up. There's a lot of portals back there. And I think Emerson and Laura have been eliminated. So there's definitely a portal that sends you to hell back there. And so it looks like Dre is trying to navigate their way through these rods that will definitely eliminate you if you get hit by one of them. Like I said, been eliminated. I cannot switch back to a marble fast enough. Raisin Rebel. Congratulations. You somehow won. We don't know how it happened. I think you got teleported to the end. Is there a teleport? Is there a portal anywhere? However you did it, we're proud of you. The Snark just came in 2nd. I knew it! They're teleporting in. Backing up.
From where?
Tianlong came in 3rd. I don't know, but we're just going to step all the way back here. Holossier is doing this the old-fashioned way. and they had their win snaked from them. But hey,
is it weird that I think it's romantic
happen.
that the Snarked and Tianlung ended up there
together? I totally
together?
thought the same thing. I was like, oh, second and third. That's so sweet. I think I might actually finish 5th again. 2 5th place. Killsmo was eliminated. No double win for you. And I think Eric W1 is going to wind up being 6th. Everyone's going to start trickling in here. However, if they don't, they have 30 seconds because that wave of blue back there is showing up to eliminate any marbles it touches. And we'll just watch from here to see if anyone gets eliminated. Talking about you, Sacred. Pick up the pace, bro. Don't know if you're going to make it. Everyone else is starting to trickle in. I think you're actually going to make this, although it's getting kind of close. Let's get over here and see. I think Glitch is going to make it. Sacred,
you're really going to zoom in on his getting eliminated?
I don't know if he's going to get eliminated. It's the most compelling thing we have to watch right now. Look at this. He's racing it. It's like, oh, no, sorry. Even though it was there, the timer ran out. So, no big deal. Raisin Rebel, congratulations. You collected 23 points. All the points for the previous race did not carry over, but they should actually be there next week. But who knows? Marble seemed to be doing whatever the fuck it wants to today. So, this was fun. Thank you so much for sticking with us through technical difficulties so we could get you
Glitch is like,
marbles
what is my marble
stream.
doing? Just get in the hole. Go to your home.
All right. So, that was fun. This was a good time. Thank you for joining us. I don't know if you can actually see us right now. Cool, you can. Because I had to change a bunch of settings the last second. Here's my wonderful glowy keyboard that Ulrich got me. Thank you so much, Ulrich. All right. Setting that down. And, yeah, I think that's just about our show for the night. So we can move on into our normal sign-out stuff. What's that face for?
Nothing.
You're a liar. You're thinking of something stupid that I said, and you're like, I can't wait to make fun of him for being so dumb.
I don't have to wait to do that.
I hate you so much. All right. So that's our show. Thank you so much to everyone who sent us emails, stories, however you send them to us. We sincerely appreciate you sharing it. I know a lot of times it's fun to tell a ghost story, but sometimes it can be deeply personal, and I know that was the case with one of the ones we got tonight, so it does take a little bit of courage to send some stuff like that in. And like I said, we appreciate that. So if you have a story you want to share with us, you can email storytime@scarish.com. You can also go to our website, scarish.com, and click on Contact Us. Fill out that form. It comes directly to our inbox. Or you can go to any of our social medias and message us. Facebook is facebook.com/scarishpodcast. Twitter is @scarishpod. Instagram is @scarishpodcast. And we want to hear from you. So we look forward to it. Robin, if folks wanted to donate to us with that money, how can they do so?
You folks can go to patreon.com/scarishpodcast. Those are monthly donations. We have tiers that start at $1. Check out all the different tiers. Check out all the posts, stuff like that. We also have a coffee, ko-fi.com/scarishpodcast. And all those donations go to helping us upgrade our studio setup.
Which we just did. We have a wonderful new computer whose fault it totally not was that Marbles had technical difficulties earlier tonight. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you should probably watch us live. So thank you to everyone who has submitted donations to us. They definitely help us keep this thing going, improve the production value, and move this thing to the next level. For those of you who would like, submit us some Q&A questions, because episode 104 is our 2-year anniversary episode. There's 52 weeks a year. Episode 104 is officially, I held up like, 5. 5 fingers for 52 for those of you who are listening. But yeah, we're going to answer some Q&A questions in addition to doing our topics on our topic episode for episode 104.
So please send us some questions. We've already received quite a few, which is awesome.
You can tweet at us. You can go into our Discord. We have a channel for them. You can just post them directly to Facebook. You can message them to us. You can email us. However you want to do it, we're going to collect them. We're going to answer as many of them, if not all of them, on episode 104. So cool. You got 4 weeks. So get to it, people. Get a crack-a-lackin'. But I think that's just about everything that we have for this episode. So, Robin, go ahead and sign us out.
Keep on creeping on, and we'll talk to you guys later.
Patter patter. Let's get at her.
Get out.
Bye.
Just get out.